Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 87.
87.
Red is in the building.
What's good?
Placing old bitch ass QT, man. My nigga out again, man. My nigga limping. He Kawhi, like Otis said.
Boy, resting up, man. He gonna be back soon. Everybody asking him one day. Man.
His leg hurt, man.
Leg hurt. OT is in the building.
What's good? I ain't got nothing for today.
Swig is in the motherfucking building. Goddamn it, you ain't have nothing for the people.
Nah, nothing for the people.
He trigger shot, man. Dropped the ball last week.
I'm gonna save it.
Man, if the hoes ain't flocking, man, you don't know what you doing, bitch.
I was like, I got one.
Flocking.
What?
Because you know what I'm saying? I've been watching. I was like, if I come over here, I'm gonna say something.
Okay, come on in.
So failure is just the effort of trying to succeed.
I hear that. I hear that.
That's valid.
If you ain't failed at nothing, you don't know what it feel like to win,
You ain't
bitch.
try.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just real.
I want to see what it looks like after you fall.
Yeah, I need to see you at your lowest. Fix your hair, motherfucker.
I like what is going already, man. Hold on, man. My mic sound real light.
How you sounding like, nigga? Nigga hear you.
Yo.
Nigga, we can hear you, fam.
Yo.
Yo.
It's your headphones.
It's your headphones.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's what it was.
headphones.
I'm probably about to take these off. Oh, there I go. I'm tripping. All right.
There you go.
It's sounding buttery again. I just said if it don't sound buttery, I got to stop everything to make sure it do. But
I hear you.
we here, man. Interesting docket today. There's a lot of stuff going on in the news. Let's jump into what's most pressing. World War III could potentially be on the horizon. Just to give a little backdrop, give a little, if anybody been living under a rock. Essentially, Russia said, man, fuck all y'all, man. We about to invade Ukraine and take this thing on over. Now we gonna make an excuse to, we feel like our citizens are in danger. We're doing this to prevent genocide, blah, 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 blah. But, if you paying any attention, you know that that's not the real reason. But regardless, they said that we are going to invade them. Right now, in the process of doing that, of course, NATO is not going for that. And, Russia is basically saying, I don't give a damn. Anybody who intervenes in us invading Ukraine will face consequences that have never been seen in history before. Right? So after saying that, of course, U.S. still had an issue with it. And our allies still had an issue with it. So we had a meeting in order to discuss what the consequences are. So sanctions have been implemented. It's a bunch of tariffs, a bunch of taxes, a bunch of fines, a bunch of, penalties that Russia is about to have to face for doing this. But Putin said he don't care. He riding anyway. And people are thinking that it could get to the point to where we may have to take up arms against them. So what are y'all thoughts as all this is unfolding?
I don't think we're going to do nothing. Man.
Why you say that?
Y'all see who we got in office. The boy ain't got a lick of violence in his life. Boy, he don't know nothing. Now, if this would have been old boy, we'd have been over there 2 days ago. We'd have been over there right when it was happening. Yeah. But old boy, he ain't doing that. The most he gonna do is just shut down the banks that they go through. But Putin already made plans for that 2-3 months in advance. If y'all watch any type of crypto moving with the bank, you'll know that. You know what I'm saying? So he already made his plays because he knew he was going to do that. And I know Biden been looking at that. So you cutting off that bank from him. He already moved his money, baby. He already made a 30-year deal with China. What that did to him. Now all you doing is making gas prices go up. Threatening, $4? Gas prices go to $4, man. They might be at the White House.
Yeah, I'm almost paying for right now. Yeah. Supreme. Supreme $3.75.
You know what I'm saying? So Supreme will be $8. I see you in Washington make the oil.
Supreme go up to $8, boy. I'm going to get a bike. I'll see y'all boys when I get there.
Well, yeah, it'd have been interesting. Of course, social media is going to do what social media do. So there's been a lot of jokes.
They never take nothing serious either, too.
A lot of jokes, people talking about, picking up arms, and it's just a bunch of different stuff, man. But, do y'all fear it actually becoming an actual armed conflict?
I mean, when you see action, You know what I'm saying? You got to take into account that it's a possibility that, you know, shit might just really get real. It's one thing when, you know, like I'm not too necessarily just privy to all the politics and everything, but it's one thing when things are just being said and you just kind of see it over and over, but once action takes place, you're like, all right, now, you know, this is getting real.
To be honest, I just think the shit around him, I think he want that back for Russia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think once that's over, and once they get this this dispute about the world currency over with, I don't think we're gonna have some more wars, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all this shit is just about dollars and cents, and you know what I'm saying, like the distribution of money and the power of money. You know what I'm saying? Every country, well, every big nation that I know of, don't want the U.S. dollar in power no more because that's how we sanction people out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So once all this shit over with, as far as like they find the actual middle ground, I think we won't have no more wars.
Another question I had as I was looking at all of this, I was contemplating, from our perspective, none of us being in politics, none of us being in, you know, that high of an executive order, but just looking at it, do you feel as though the U.S. should be getting involved with this at all?
Nope.
I don't feel like we should, but
Because they not one of our allies, man. You like,
Ukraine is.
no, they not.
Kinda. It's like a.
It ain't no kinda. Is you or not?
But we do business with.
On paperwork, you or not. We can do business with anybody, baby. I can do business with you today, but it don't mean I like you.
But does that business not affect us though?
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
If Russia go invade there,
I go somewhere
and
else.
take over, then I'm losing some of my resources from over there.
No, because you paying for it. How can that be a resource if you paying for it? If I'm paying for something, it's not a resource for me.
What they paying for?
Whatever they doing business with. Business, you pay for something, right?
Gasoline, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
I was like,
Because they got like a major pipeline over there.
So we need that.
I came across
So yeah,
this.
I'm gonna protect it. I'm gonna try to do what I can.
Nope.
Somewhat.
Nope.
Somebody had this on social media, and I don't know how true it is, but they did
Kind of break it down.
They broke down all these stats and said this is why Ukraine matters. Being the second largest country by area in Europe and has a population over 40 million, Ukraine ranks first in Europe in proven recoverable reserves of uranium ores.
Yep.
Second place in Europe and 10th place in the world in terms of titanium ore reserves. Second place in the world in terms of explored reserves of manganese ores, which is 2.3 billion tons or 12% of the world's reserves. You know what I'm saying? Like they broke down all of these stats of why, you know, this is a serious matter. You know,
it's a power play. I get it. I just told y'all it's a power play for money. If I control that plus with them being right there, and they was already a part of us before. If I make that Russia again, half the world got to do business with me. I can name my price.
Yeah.
I can name my price, and that's what it is.
And we don't want Russia to do that though.
it's like it is. It's like I said. It's way.
But they
it's
too
way
close.
more.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Russia connected to the U.S. You got to go halfway around the planet before you get there. They've been and took everything over. Look at what they doing now. In 2 days, they're already at the Capitol.
And another key point is they are allies with China. But continue.
They are allies with China.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just signed that 30-year deal with
That's
them
wild.
to use their money. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's not, even if we wanted to step in for real, it's nothing we can do unless we want to go to war with China.
And we don't want to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's who you would really be going to war with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, let the man name his price. That's what I would say. Hey, it's casualties at war, man. We did the same thing with Vietnam. We did the same thing with Afghanistan, and ain't nobody talked about. We didn't really go there for oil. We went there for opium. They produce 90% of the world's opium. Who uses opium in their religion? Chinese people. Buddhists use opium. And if one place produces 90% of it, who you think they controlling? That's why we went and got that. So therefore, with us pulling our troops out of Afghan, that gave the power back to the Chinese people. That's just what it is. And now this other play is another power play for them. Because now we allies. Our gas is going to be cheap, or whatever we need, our resources is going to be cheap, and we're going to tax the hell out of everybody else. That's just how the game go. But a lot of people don't look at them type of plays. They just looking at the war shit. They're not looking at everything that add up to that.
Smooth facts. We got to create a segment.
I told y'all.
People don't be doing their homework, man. They only look at war shit and the shit that make the headlines. But the shit behind the scenes, that be the shit that set up the play.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Just like in life. Like when you got them want a crib or something, or a really nice car. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that moment when you get the shit. It's about the other shit that you set up to get the shit. That's the most important stuff. So that's what we've been going through. Well, that's what they've been going through doing. Just setting up the plays. So.
Valid. Let's move right along. Another big story in the news. Some information came out about Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Apparently the Discovery leaked.
Did you see the latest though?
What's the latest?
The new one. Allegedly.
Oh, tight. Well, let me.
So, but go ahead with
run
you.
down,
Go
and
ahead.
then you
Go
can
ahead.
come back
Go
over
ahead.
in case I missed something. But essentially, the Discovery leaked, and in the Discovery, they took a DNA test on the actual gun. Initially, it was thought that Tory Lanez's DNA would be on the gun, seeing as though they're accusing him of shooting someone. The results came back, and the evidence was non-exclusive.
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive. Yeah, pardon me. Which means that we can't verify that he ever touched the gun. Now, the same was done on the clip to the gun, and they found zero evidence of Tory Lanez on it. So that kind of shook the timeline a bit, right? Tory enthusiasts went crazy, of course. Tory was online talking wild. DJ Academics was online talking wild. Basically saying, look, man, y'all was bashing this man for all this time, and now the more evidence comes out about this, the more innocent he looking, right? Meg Thee Stallion then was basically denying these claims, saying, how does anybody know this? We hadn't even went to trial yet, blah, blah, blah. But again, it sounds to me like Meg don't really know how court works. Because again, in court, discovery has to be passed to each party before the trial begins. And what discovery is that, say, for instance, I'm getting prosecuted for committing a crime. The people who are prosecuting me have to send me the evidence that they have against me before the trial starts.
Facts.
So that's what discovery is. So apparently, discovery got leaked. Now, discovery is supposed to be, between the attorney and client, and that's it on each side. But apparently somebody else got a hold of it, and DJ Academics went on his page and was talking about, these findings. And then shortly after that, I think maybe a day or two later, the DA came out and said that they have evidence beyond reasonable doubt that implicates Tory Lanez in this crime.
Okay.
So again, like if I'm looking at that and I don't know anything about court, or I don't know how court works, I'm going to look at that and I'm going to say, oh damn, he said beyond reasonable doubt. They about to get Tory. Like Academics was lying. But because I'm very, very familiar with how court works, unfortunately, the DA coming out and saying that means absolutely nothing. Because the DA in this case is essentially Meg's lawyer. So what is he supposed to say? We're bringing charges against this man. And we are, like, so much so that we are willing to go to trial to do it. Mm-hmm. I can't come out here and say, well, we don't know, but we gonna try. We don't know if we can get him, but we gonna try. No, I'm supposed to sound extremely confident.
Stand your ground.
Stand my ground, regardless of what comes out. Hey, we strongly believe that he committed these crimes, and we strongly feel like we can prove it. That's not saying anything. But people was reacting to it like, oh, it was groundbreaking news. This is a, biased party, third party came out and said, that they got Tory Lanez doing this, da 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 da. No, that's Meg's lawyer saying we feel like we have a strong case against him. So with all of that presented, and it was some other details of the story that leaked out, I'm sure that y'all heard in terms of the actual play-by-play of that night. Mm-hmm. What are y'all thoughts on this? Are y'all swaying? Which side are y'all leaning toward? What are y'all thoughts?
I'm just ready for the shit to be over. Damn.
My only thing, I'm ready for it to be over. I'm not leaning on no sides and none of that yet. My only thing is, if this man is innocent,
y'all owe that man an apology.
First off, y'all owe him an apology.
You
big
too.
Time. Y'all owe him a whole.
You.
I didn't say not. Everything I said was in the middle.
What you said?
Everything I said about the shit starting off, I said it was in the middle.
If he do,
because this, if he,
if he was,
you know what I'm saying. Hey, if he is innocent, if the man is innocent, me personally, I want to see some apologies, and I would also want to see him take Meg to court for defamation. and all that type of shit. You know how much money this took from him?
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
the spotlight that took from him?
That's kind of how I feel this went.
Blackballed him and all
They
that
tried
shit.
to keep pushing him out, spending money, try to milk him dry until he say, "No, I'm good." But if he feel he innocent, you gonna keep doing what you got to do.
So my thing, he doing what he's supposed to do. He doing everything. Hey, I'm not guilty in this shit. So he doing what he's supposed to do. But if it come out, if the people say he is not guilty, hey, bro, I think in that same breath, he need to be like, well, look, I want to press charges on her for defamation of character, and I need an apology.
I even went back and listened to the album again. They put out about it, and I was like, damn, I don't think my nigga did it, man.
I was like,
I don't know.
I've never been the kind of person that was just, you get on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've never been the person to really just like click on the clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Like when everything first started, I'm like, let the smoke clear first, because that's the only way we're gonna know the truth.
The only way.
You know what I'm saying? It's three sides to it. It's his side, her side, then it's the truth.
There's actually 5 sides.
Yeah, with them. But
Well, I get
I mean,
what you're saying. I get you.
but you know what I'm saying?
feel you.
Yeah, but that's just real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wait till that smoke clear. Like everybody's gonna pick their side, especially the biased fans. That's the ones you gotta. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, if he come out to be innocent, I'm gonna think this was gonna be my first thought. Her PR team, which is Rock Nation, went after him because he is the big name.
Was a big name.
No, he was the big name at that time.
Yeah, he was definitely.
He was
coming
on
up.
fire. Everything he was putting out was flaming.
Quarantine radio, he was doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that was
Right time.
during COVID. He was
You know what I'm
probably,
saying?
he's one of the biggest artists in the game at that point, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? So they went with what was on fire to take his name from him and to boost Meg up. Because all you got to do is just say anything about some black women, especially during that time.
And that a black
Right there.
man did it.
Exactly. And you know what I'm saying? That's going to take you to a different level. So her PR team is great. I give it to them. They earn it every dollar. You hear me? Every dollar.
Well, that's why I disagree at. I don't think the reason they did it was just to boost her up. I think the reasoning that they did it was to save face. Because what really happened, again, the more I've been reading this, the more I've been putting stuff together, and I'm gonna give you the same play-by-play. I don't know if anybody followed me on Twitter, but I gave a pretty decent rundown of how I felt like it happened from top to bottom, right? So I'm gonna just give like a brief summation. Initially, Meg and Tory wasn't even dating at all. It was Meg and Kelsey that was dating. Kelsey is her best
and
friend.
Kelsey.
Yeah, Tory and Kelsey. Kelsey is her best friend. They up there kicking it, all the time. Tory coming through, talking to Kelsey, which made him and Meg cool. That's when we start seeing Tory on, Meg streams and stuff. They laughing and joking and buddy this, friend
On tracks together and all that.
Right. So, but at some point during that kicking it process, Kelsey catches COVID.
Yes, that's what I heard. She got sick.
So Kelsey has to leave wherever they at, which I think is LA, and come back to Houston for a while to heal from COVID. While she's back in Houston, Meg and Tory start smashing. So she snaked her homie for Tory,
Allegedly.
but never told Kelsey, right? So when Kelsey gets back, they just, look, man, we just gonna keep it rocking like ain't nothing happened. So, but at the same time, Meg catching feelings for Tory catching feelings with Meg, clearly. And the issue is that, Meg wouldn't tell the world that her and Tory was together, wouldn't even tell her best friend that her and Tory was together. Why? Because it would make her look crazy. But regardless, she like, well, I'm single. So Tory feeling like, okay, well, damn, you ain't gonna even claim me at all. Well, I'm gonna start moving like I'm single. So they went out one night to Kylie Jenner's party. She had a little house party. And when they get there, Tory, they all drinking. It's tequila getting passed around. And, if you're familiar with Meg's history in terms of drinking, she's a pretty belligerent drunk. We gonna keep it G. Violent, all that. These are her words, not mine. She engages in domestic violence and swings on her man. And again, her words, not mine. So
That's one reason why party split.
Right. But yeah, so that night they at Kylie crib kicking it. Tory drunk, Kelsey, everybody drunk, and Tory starts shooting at Kylie. Is what happened.
When you say shooting,
Meaning that, they in the
Shooting
pool,
his shot.
Tory flirting,
Making sure, yeah, so the people can understand.
dunking her in the pool, dunking in the water. You know how I go at the pool party when you like a chick. You doing everything. You know what I mean? Just you shooting your shot. And in the process of this, Meg gets mad. Right? Obviously, because she likes dude for real. Mm-hmm. And Tory is, using that against her, like, you said we ain't taking this public, so I'm a live like I'm single. She gets mad, she's drunk or whatever, and starts acting a fool. Now, Kelsey, at this point, probably still doesn't know that they smashing. She probably think that they cool, but she see Meg wilding. You mad as hell. Like, why you this mad? Mm-hmm. Which turns into an argument. So they end up leaving. Tory follows them outside, and they are the ones actually getting into it. Tory jumps in to try to break it up, whatever the case may be. And then, one way or another, the security that was with him, somebody gets a hold of his gun, fires a shot or two, and Meg comes up limping. Now, who fired the shot? You use your context clues in that situation, and it'll make all the sense in the world to you. That combined with an eyewitness saying, these are not my words, this is in the discovery. An eyewitness, because again, they was up in the Hidden Hills, if I'm not mistaken. So it's other residents that's living in the community. They're outside yelling, arguing 2-3 in the morning. White folks is coming outside seeing what the hell is going on out there, and they probably got Ring cameras and all of that other stuff. So the witness, the third party witness who has nothing to do with the situation, comes outside and hears the commotion, hears the arguing, and sees a couple of muzzle flashes, which. She talking about the shooting, or they talking about the shooting. Mm-hmm. But the witness says that the muzzle flashings were closer to Kelsey than they were to Tory. That's the witness's word. Right? So, again, I'm not saying who shot who, but I'm saying look at all of the context clues that I just laid out.
And they didn't find no gun smoke on Tory, right?
No gunshot residue nowhere on him. No DNA on the clip at all, which means he didn't load the gun. And the DNA on the gun was inconclusive, which means that they can't verify that he ever touched the gun at all.
But did they ever try to test it for homegirl, for a best friend or ex-best friend?
Oh, when you test it, you testing for everything.
Yeah.
You're not just testing it for one person. So whoever fingerprints is on it, if it was 10 people on it, they're going to see all 10. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That's how that works.
But the difference is that the accusation is against Tory.
Yeah.
So they're testing
they're
it
not going to
against him.
say that
right.
Anybody else is on there.
Right, because they could come in and say, yeah, everybody touched it at one point because we was trying to, everybody scrambling or whatever. Because, again, after this shooting happens, that's even more context. They all get in the same car and drive off together. Mm-hmm. And they get pulled over. And then that's when we see that Meg limping in the middle of the street and all of that stuff after the cops pull them over and book everybody. Because these white folks done reported this disturbance.
So somebody was wrestling with a gun.
Correct.
And the shot went off and grazed her.
Or shot went off, hit the ground,
and
broke up in the pieces, ricocheted and hit her in the ankles. Mm. But, again, even more context. Meg goes on Instagram Live and says, Tory shot me. Mm-hmm. In the same live stream says, my back was turned when the shots went off. And that's why they tell you, like, if you're a lawyer, if you got any kind of decent lawyer,
don't say nothing.
Shut the hell up. For that very reason right there. Because she just contradicted her whole case. Because what you think Tory lawyer is going to say when they put on that stand and cross-examine her, which is going to happen.
So you said that he shot you, but he was in front of you.
That's why Tory didn't take the plea deal. That
right. Of course not. Yeah. Of
course.
You know what I'm
saying? That's saying I'm guilty.
That shit.
Right. So
I'm gonna fight for this.
And that's what people were saying. They like, well, why he didn't just why is he why would he not take the hold on, wait. I'm trying to think
take the plea?
The point that they was trying to make with it. They was like, he going to trial or something because goddamn, I can't remember the argument, man. I'm catching a blank. But I presented to them like this. I said, look, most people in that situation is gonna fold up under the pressure. Oh, that's what it was. I was saying that Rock Nation won't is pursuing the case so hard because they expected Tory to fold and take that plea deal. Right. That was gonna be 1-3. So now we can save face with this. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm Rock Nation, if I'm the PR group, right, I can't let the story get out that for one, you smashing your homegirl man And then for 2, you at these people crib acting a fool, and then engage in some in you know.
And you're one of my bigger art.
And you one of my bigger art. You outside fighting. You outside in a gunfire type situation, and you not be the victim. That's gonna make you look bad. That's gonna make us look bad. So we gotta spin this and say, you know, make you the victim of the situation. He shot me. That's a way better story to sell. Because at the time, Meg and Kelsey still cool.
Yeah.
They fell out a little ways after, but it's like, okay, Meg ain't gonna say, well, I ain't gonna tell my PR team to throw my best friend under the bus. And it doesn't make sense for me to say that it's a security shot. I mean, that doesn't make sense. But Tory done smashed me and my homegirl, and then he trying to shoot at Kylie, and I'm drunk and I'm mad at him, and I'm whatever the case may be. Let's say he did it. You know, so when Rock Nation presents that scenario, she like, all right, cool. We riding with that because I don't like him no more anyway. I'm mad at him anyway. And it's one thing about like a woman that's scorned.
Damn.
Will stop at no bounds to see you hurt. But again, even her probably thinking, you know, he's just gonna take a plea deal or whatever. His career gonna hurt. He gonna take 1 to 3.
No.
Might do 18 months, whatever the case may be. But Tory like, hell no, I ain't taking that.
Now his shit about to boost.
Yeah,
like, for real.
Yeah, because most artists don't have the money to fight it, right? Especially against a big company. These big companies, what they'll do is they'll draw the case out. That's what I was saying. That's why the case been drawn out so long. Because they trying to bleed him dry.
Keep buying time. Yeah, absolutely.
And my nigga still doing shows, did that NFT and all that type. You ain't gonna bleed him dry, baby.
We need some more time, Judge.
Yeah. I'm finding ways to make this money.
That's what they do. They'll they'll have to report to court, and then the prosecution to say, well, you know, we hadn't got enough evidence. We still working on the case. Can you buy us and give us another date? Can we push it back 6 months? But every time you come to court, you paying them lawyers by the hour. So if you ain't got no money, and this big company is a multi-million-dollar, like eventually you gonna run out of money. And say, you know what, Judge, I just take the plea deal. Just so I ain't got. I'm ready to get this over with. You know,
more evidence has been coming out every time, and it's been supporting Tory's
claim. Because, and again, day one when it happened, I said I think she's lying. It don't sound right to me. Because if chicks is fighting over me, what logical reason would I have?
Am I shooting one of them?
And shoot somebody? Like let's just keep it real. Like even if me and her did get in a fight, that was another. You know, they say, oh, you know, Meg bigger than him. They probably was fighting. He got mad. Grabbed his gun.
We made
just like
that was an easy way to spin that. That was an easy way.
Bruh. Yeah,
that was an easy way.
So it's that, and just like I was saying on the timeline, I said I'm indifferent toward Meg. I am like I don't have no dog in this fight. I don't care. But I'm tired of black men just getting convicted and just getting thrown up under the bus without going to court first. Just like now, everybody is treating him like he guilty. But I guarantee you, if he go to court and get found acquitted, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't gonna be no apologies.
You know what's crazy? The world we living in, bro. Watch when that shit do happen. If it do happen,
when
people still gonna be like, "Oh, he did it. I don't trust him," and all this type of stuff. They still be on Chris Brown back. Yeah. He was 19 years old, bro. They don't say, "Oh, Rihanna was beating on him too." They give her a pass on that. You get what I'm saying?
Because you gotta think of it. You gotta think of it this way, and like this is just the reality of it. How many black men actually, when it comes to something like this to this degree, how many black men actually win their side?
No,
you know
never.
Never. So if he wins this, you can't, like, you really got to face the reality of it. Like, damn, it really did go down the way that, you know what I'm saying, that we believed it to.
Right. Right.
I don't know.
If it is like that, are they gonna look at her differently?
No,
because it's a woman.
Because you know what else? She gonna always be able to have plausible deniability. They're gonna be, just because they didn't find him guilty doesn't mean that he didn't do it, right? Because and what a lot of black women will say, because black women do this. After the situation comes out, Tory gets acquitted. Everybody be like, yeah, the court said he got acquitted, so then y'all gotta respect it. They gonna say, oh, now y'all believe in the court system. Now y'all believe in the court. Like the court ain't got it wrong before. That type of thing. It's gonna always be plausible deniability because she's a black woman. They're gonna always be able to hide behind that.
Unless she come out and say that she did it,
and she'll never do that.
or whatever.
She'll never.
Unless she come out and just say what really happened.
And we're not attacking no black queens
at all.
Never. Like I said, I'm indifferent towards Meg. I don't
on the side
have
of truth.
Period.
That's it.
Whatever truth is, that's where we going, bro.
Period.
We ain't going for no lies. We ain't going, I'm a man, I'm going with some man shit. Or I'm a feminist, I'm going with just the women. And what's the truth, bro?
Just put the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the truth is, we rolling with it, whether it hurt or not. The truth is the truth, but it already happened. Fuck it.
Thing is, it ain't no bias. I'm speaking for me. I make my decisions based on what makes sense, right? Even with the Trey Songz situation that came out, he hadn't been to court either. But just like I said, if it's 20 women out here saying the same thing, common sense says he did something to somebody. Mm-hmm. May not have been all 20. He did something.
Everybody's sharing a similar story,
right?
So smoke is fine.
Period. And that's all that I'm going on. People saying, "Oh, y'all wasn't fans of Tory. Y'all only like Tory because he shot Meg." What? How does that sound?
New fans because he shot Meg.
It's like, come on, bro. Like, but that's the type of stuff that black men got to deal with. As if we ain't seen a bunch of women come out and make false claims. You look at the Zeke Elliott situation. He fighting that, and then the text leak of her talking about, "Yeah, girl, make sure that you say that he put hands on you too," and like whole scheming to set the man up. But when he got acquitted and when he got whatever found, didn't hear one headline about it.
They need to
peep
when they do shit like that. They need to go get retrial and they need to go to jail.
Straight
forever
up.
long for making false allegations like
Bro.
that. Wasting everybody's time.
It need to be a penalty.
Everybody's time. You waste the judge time, like everybody.
And more importantly, our money, taxpayers' money, is paying for this stuff.
Yeah,
crazy.
So it's that type of situation. But again, man, we gonna wait for the truth to come out. But I'm standing on my prediction that I made when this first happened. I said Tory didn't shoot that girl. He didn't, and that's what I'm standing on. Now, if evidence comes out, he gets found guilty. Then that's cool. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say, "Hey, my bad," whatever. But as of right now, I'm standing on what I said. This is what it is.
I just always been waiting.
Yeah.
I got into it with my damn cousin.
Yep.
And I was like, all I would say would be, I love black women. All I'm saying is, I just want to know the truth. That's it. That's what I'm waiting on. It was, especially when it first came out, it was so many damn stories.
Yeah. And
it's like you would never know because nobody was there but the individuals that was over there.
Yeah.
So we have to wait until all that shit come out.
None of them besides
was saying nothing.
Yeah, besides Meg. Meg was the only one who said Tory shot me. Nobody else said, "Oh yeah, nah, he shot us." Everybody else was just like,
which again goes back to what I said earlier. Nothing about this story that made sense ever since the first day it came out. How did you get shot? And the only person in the car that's willing to stand on the fact and say you got shot is you. And it's 3 other people in the car. How does that, please make, and one of them is your best friend, and the other one is your security. Please make that make sense to me. I've never seen nothing like that. Nor have I ever seen somebody get shot by, somebody, and then we get in the same car together. I've never seen that either.
Never seen that.
Trauma bonding.
Never seen somebody get shot.
There ain't no trauma. Whoever doing the shooting, they ain't in no trauma.
Come on, man.
I didn't roll down on somebody.
They don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get hurt worse.
I'm trying to go get a steak.
They don't want to get hurt worse.
I'm trying to go get a steak after rolling down on somebody.
They don't want to get hurt worse, so they don't get in the car with them.
Even with the shooting itself, the human foot has how many bones in it?
Got
a bunch.
You got shot twice, and ain't one bone break. Not one. Again, that's why I say the more about this stuff that comes out, it's just like it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. So that's what made me feel the way I feel. But again, trial's gonna have to happen eventually. Rock Nation is going to be able to push this back for so long, and when it happens and this evidence comes out, we're gonna see that. Moving on. Cam Newton and Brittany Renner. Mm-hmm. I listened to the pod last week, and I started talking about a specific topic that I said I was going to get back to, and I never got around to it. So now is a good time. Essentially, her and Cam was having a conversation, right, about dating like high value or like highly desired men with a lot of money, whatever the case may be. And essentially, Cam is saying when you date that type of man, certain things that's just going to come with that. Right, like him
lifestyle,
messing with other women, whatever the case may be. But when you sign up for that type of man, you are signing up for that, and that's just what it is. And women should be more understanding of that, and they should be more accepting of that. But Brittany was saying, of course, that's bullshit, whatever the case may be. And then she asked him a question that had him silenced for like a minute, 30 seconds straight. She asked him. She said, "Okay, if you truly believe that just because this man makes a lot of money, that he should be just allowed to cheat, be allowed to just do whatever he wants to do. And then she asked him, she said, you got a daughter, right? He said, yeah. She said, so would you tell your daughter to stay with a man that's cheating on her, mentally abusing her, taking her for granted, treating her like nothing? Would you advise your daughter to stay with that man and just be accepting of that just because he has money? Cam was silent.
Stumbled.
He couldn't say nothing. He couldn't.
Befuddled.
Taken aback.
I seen that. I was like, now look at his stupid ass.
Damn.
Silent. So which
She stunned him with that one.
yeah, because it sheds light on the double standard.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like men, a lot of times men will say whatever is convenient for us at the time because it's convenient for us at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't feel like that's a universal rule. So we'll go out here and act a fool and expect our girl to take us back. But let our daughter come say, yeah, daddy, he doing this, he doing that. Girl, you better get the hell away from that. But what the hell is you? You better go put hands on.
Ready to put hands on that man.
But honestly, I don't have no kids, so I can't really say. What? But I think I still would. I think I would tell her the same. I would tell the same that you have to understand that comes with it.
You better not tell my niece that shit.
But hold on. But if you choose a man of that caliber, or let's say you choosing a man that's a professional athlete, something like that, I'm letting you know what's gonna come with that. Now, if you choose to stay with him, that's on you.
Right.
Would I have your back still? Yeah, because you my daughter, you my niece, you my whatever. I'm gonna have your back, yeah. But I'm just letting you know what comes with that. To me, I'm not gonna tell you don't do it because I can't tell you what to. If that's what you feel that was best for you, because you could have some plays set up that you're not telling me about, maybe. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm just gonna be with him, and like we say, finesse and leverage, whatever. If and then it may not work out, but you get your funds or whatever, you get a business out of it. Cool.
I mean,
but you have to understand it's a type of man that you want to go for. Basically, if you want a man but say all men, they can say all men. It don't matter whether he broke, whether he got $30-50 billion. Is more than likely is going to happen.
Black men don't cheat,
but more than likely, somebody gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, whatever makes you happy.
I don't know if I could tell my daughter that. I mean, I would tell her that that she would have to understand that, there's a possibility, you know what I'm saying, that this may happen. And
that's going to happen regardless.
That's the problem with niggas, though.
It depends on who you choose.
That's the problem with us being right there. That's the problem.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying it could happen no matter what chance you take.
We won't tell. We going to coddle our girls, our little girls. Give them the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Give them what's real.
I'm not going to sit here and tell her that, there's a Prince Charming that's going to take her from the castle and save her. Like, I'm not going to tell her none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to fill her head up with the fairy tales, because that's how, some of these women, that they will really put that in the back of their head. It won't happen in that scenario, but they'll actually say, oh, there's the perfect guy, and he's like this, and he's supposed to be here, and he works here, he does this. Like, no, in actuality, you just really got to find somebody that just works with you.
You know what I tell my daughter? He ain't even got to be a rich man, because all men, you know what I'm saying? All men are different caliber cheat. Right. You know what I'm saying? She come to me and she asked me, hey, Pop, he's a great man, but he does this. He just cheats. My first thing would be is that a deal breaker for you? Because if it's a deal breaker for you, walk away from that. You ain't gonna never be able to put your mind around he's out with another woman.
Well, yeah, I'll probably ask if she.
But if it's not a deal breaker for you, and he only bringing the bacon home to you, like he's every night he's on with you, or whatever's going, like everything else he does perfect for you, and it's not a deal breaker, what you complaining for?
Yeah, I mean,
if it's not one of your deal breakers, what you complaining for?
I'm not condoning cheating.
I'm not.
I'm just saying whatever you accept.
Yeah, whatever you accept.
Whatever you accept.
Now, my opinion is, hey, if he cheating on you and you coming to me, obviously you got a problem. You shouldn't be dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But if you gonna stay, I don't want to hear this again. We don't have to have this conversation no more. Oh, he went out and cheated on me and had a baby with me, because all this shit is possible. Mm-hmm. He out cheating on you. He could have a baby on you, baby. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So if that's not a deal breaker for you, you need to accept not just the cheating, but everything that could possibly come with that.
Yep.
Yeah. An extra baby.
All that. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to accept all this stuff. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna sit up here and say that that's the wrong way. I don't know how you want to live, baby. You may be cool with poly. You may be cool with that.
And I was about to say
and
that.
I may not be.
I was about to say that.
You get what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna stop your life just because I don't like something that you doing. I done gave you the tools. I raised you in a way to where this is what you should be looking for in a man. If you go against any of that, what's your deal breakers now?
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
you get what I'm saying? We just gonna be real with it. What's your deal breakers? Because I need to know, just in case something going on. If it's not one of your deal breakers, I don't need to be, you know what I'm saying, rah-rah about it. But if it's one of your deal breakers, I'm over there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's how we gotta give it to our daughters, bro. Instead, we be like, oh no, I ain't accepting that, but on the side you doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give it to her real, bro.
I would ask my daughter, is she a selfless person or is she a selfish person? Do you feel like you got to have your man just to you, or, you know, it did sound wild, like it really do, but, you know, would you have to have your man to you and y'all only have y'all family, or would you go by building a village?
Probably be lie to him, dog, and then they'll go get this rich man. They'll go walk this rich man down and just think he gon' like, baby, this man has been rich well before he knew your name. You think he's supposed to, you know how many women is doing the same thing that you doing? You know how many women that just want to throw him the ass? Don't even want the relationship. Just want to throw him the ass. You know what I'm saying? They don't need, matter of fact, the women of that caliber, sometimes they don't even want to talk to the nigga unless he talking about getting that money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. And this is what you're going to have to deal with. This is the playing field you playing on, baby. When you get to that type of tier, you know what I'm saying, where people making that real money, they, you know what I'm saying, they up there, this is the field you playing on. It's a bunch of leeches up there, and a lot of women don't have no morals.
I want to hear, you know what I'm saying?
My boy got a daughter, man.
Because he got a daughter. I want to, you know what I'm saying, would you tell your daughter that?
I would. It's a
touchy subject. I mean, it's a touchy subject, but that's something that's real tough to just kind of break down to your daughter.
Well, I mean, just in that scenario, right? I guess I can attack it that way. If she comes to me and says, "Hey, Dad, he's cheating on me. He's doing this, that, and the third," I think I would handle it similar to how Smooth handled it. It's a situation where, you know, because I can tell her what I feel or what I feel like she should do, but at the end of the day, she gonna do what she want to do anyway.
Right,
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, any dude that's active in his daughter's life, he's telling her all the way up, you know, hey, man, you don't need to put up with nothing that's beneath you. Queen, you can go out here and get yours. You need a man that's going to respect you, a man that's not going to lie to you, that type of thing. So we already instilling that in her. But you can instill all of that you want to. But when women get out here in this world and they get to dating men and get to be getting fascinated and lustful and all kind of different things like that, women are going to put up with what they want to put up with. My issue is that a lot of women will put up what they want to put up with until it reaches a point, boiling point, and now it's like, okay, Dad, come save me,
Okay.
or brother, come save me.
And that's what that was going to be another thing I was going to ask you. So if you were to have that kind of conversation with your daughter, do you feel like if you was to tell her that early, that she would, in a way, kind of grow cold? Not necessarily cold, but be a little more. Well, she wouldn't be as more giving to a guy. She would understand the game. Open. Yeah, she wouldn't be as open. Like,
well, I mean, again, all my job is to explain to her exactly how it's about to be in these streets that you about to go into. This is what you got to look forward to. This is the likelihood of this. If he's moving this way, it means that. If he's moving that way, it means this. All I can do is just give you the game. But you got to go out there and play. It's just like coaching a team. I could implement a perfect game plan, but if you get out on that court and start doing what you want to do and go outside the game plan and stuff get to messing up and we lose, I can't suit up and come in there and shoot the jumpers for you. All I can do is say, hey, expect this defense. When you go around that pick, the showman is gonna close. That's all I can do. But it's gonna be on her, and all we can do as fathers for real is just hope that she make the right decisions.
That's it.
That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's shaky territory. But again, I would say weigh pros and cons, and I would say how important is that. You know, again, just like Smooth said, like, is that your deal breaker? Like, because some women are good with that. As long as he coming home, taking care of the crib, he not embarrassing me, he not spending no money on these chicks, he coming home, you know, taking care of his responsibilities, and it's not interfering with our relationship.
Our family good. Everybody know my position in this family.
I've heard a woman say that. She said, you know, when like somebody say like, oh, you know, you don't feel no way about, you know, your man going out here doing this, that, and the third, and she's like, look, when he come here. He got enough energy to take care of me. I don't ever have no wants. He does what he does. He does what he needs to do for me, and I'm satisfied in what I'm looking for out of him and what we have going. So,
and even the women that don't come out and say it that blatantly, they move that way anyway,
right?
Despite what they say. Oh, I'm not putting up with that. Man cheat on her. She get mad for a week, come right back.
The world don't even know about it though.
Straight up. So it's that, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's gonna be on her. But I do have a question. Since we on this cheating topic,
come on.
Do y'all feel like? Well, I'm just gonna repeat the quote. I was watching Tommy Sotomayor. Shout out to Tommy. And he was on a platform and they was discussing, you know, cheating or whatever. And somebody that was on the platform said, women cheat, men just have sex. Do y'all agree with that statement? Yes or no?
I don't want to sound like Otis.
Hold on. What? Ask
yes
that again.
And no. But
women cheat, men just have sex.
Men just have sex. I would say.
Do y'all agree with that?
I would more so lean towards yes. I agree with that because we say it all the time. Like there are some women that out there, you know what I'm saying, who just want to, you know what I'm saying, experience a guy. They have sex, cool with, it's over with. She don't really fuck with him. But make sure I get my words right because my cousin be trying to tell me about this. But there are some women, all right, that I don't want to say a lot of women.
You can say a lot. A lot doesn't mean most.
There are women who, in order for them to cheat with somebody, they have to like them. They take some kind of interest to where they're in a way safe with that person.
I think for the most part, yeah.
Men don't have to do that.
Yeah,
we can see you smash you that night. It's over with, and I could do that 3 more times and not care if she didn't got hit by a bus. That sound bad, but just saying, just saying. Like it's more so of an urge. Not an urge, adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's like an adrenaline rush. You just like, that was a quick little high. Like I didn't got it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like now I'm chilling. But for women, I believe it's more so they have to actually really be intimate with this person. Like I said, they take a, you know what I'm saying, being comfortable and being safe with this person that they're cheating on you with. So I would probably say yes.
They at least gotta like you, but then you'll still have some say that no. You got a lot of them like men right now, so they gonna argue that. But even now, I believe they can say, oh yeah, they don't like them, but they be lying. They would be lying. I feel like I can't just see no woman having sex with a dude that she is not attracted to at all.
Oh wait,
a man definitely would.
I can.
That they're not attracted to?
Yeah, if he got money, yep.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's the exception,
of course.
And we say that all the time. That's the exception.
That's a fact.
But I'm gonna say, you said men.
I said women cheat.
Women cheat.
Men just have sex.
Men just have sex.
What do you have to say to that quote?
Because I'm still going back to my woman. The woman, on the other hand, she had sex with another guy. She really thinking about leaving me.
I'm gonna lean to the other side. I'm gonna say men cheat too, because it got a lot of men out here. That's what I've heard. They'll be simping for the side chick. They'll have a woman and they sending the side chick money, paying her bills, or doing other things that he should be rewarding the wife for. But it's because she decided, because she feeling that void, he kind of doing the extra for her.
That's the dumbest dudes on the planet.
But what if he doing that? I mean, in a way, just to hush.
Still dumb.
Right.
Still dumb. That ain't nobody you need to be talking.
If it's gonna be just wham bam cool,
if you gotta hush it,
I'm not saying that's cool, but
if you gotta hush it, that means you love him.
Boys walking on eggshells.
That's just fact.
They go, so you mean? What do you mean?
Y'all been reading the comments. I see y'all been reading the comments.
Boy, they be trying to dissect so much shit. No, this is off the dome. I'm not really thinking about this shit. But I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say men do it too. Men, because men will catch feelings.
Men do catch feelings.
Men will get possessive.
Yeah, especially if she doing that thing.
If she
supposed to be doing
right,
that thing.
Yeah.
Because everything else right at home is just not that one little part. He come to the side chick house. She got him a drink made. She gonna dome him up or something as soon as he get in the house. She gonna do whatever, make sure he good. Then he go to his little, back to home where the chaos is, or where it's uneasy, unsettling, whatever.
Chaos is.
Whatever.
Trying to make them fire you up, boy.
But I'm saying that's what they do.
Trying to make them fire you
That's
up.
what I've done.
Smooth. Women cheat. Men just have sex. What you have to say to that quote?
Come on to the dark side.
I was gonna say no comment because I don't want to do my people at the sleeve.
You're the D. You gotta keep it 100 with them, Smooth. Come on, Smooth.
I would say, in a way, it's kind of true. In a way, because like y'all was just explaining with the women, you get what I'm saying? Like most of the time, most women are only gonna cheat with somebody that they know, somebody that they're comfortable with, safe to do it with. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, we can be out anywhere. We can see a chick in Walmart and hit her in the car.
It sound wild, but
She ready and available.
You know what I'm saying? She ready and available. Like she really like, hey, what's up right now type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the back of the building, in the corner.
You talking about the dumpsters?
Yeah.
Cardboard boxes?
Yeah.
And the pallets.
A quick
quick
5 minutes. She done got off. Yeah.
Them truckers,
Yeah.
niggas pull up to the rest station. Hey, hey, you with it? Oh yeah, let's go.
Now it does
Niggas be
fuck
going
up.
after that.
It fucks up when say like a dude. Now this is where we do the falling in love and all that type of stuff. If we continuously hitting this girl,
Right. You in a relationship.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One and done, you out the way. You ain't on it. But if you continuously hitting this woman,
You got her on the sketch.
you gonna feel some type of way if you see her out with a man.
But we only doing that if there's an inconsistency in our own relationship.
It ain't even got to be an inconsistency. It ain't even got to be that. Your woman can be doing everything, bro. Some niggas just. Some niggas just be wild. Some niggas just be wild.
For me,
I feel like there's something got to be lacking for me to just
man,
keep hitting
you
the same.
do know
the same chick.
Hey, you do know a real heterosexual man loves women, not just his own woman.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Now the impulse to act is different. The impulse is, hey, now I'm chill. Right? That's the men that got it under control. Some men ain't got that impulse under control yet. Some men be like, oh.
even if she pounding you down though.
I mean,
Let me go see. Let me just go see it. You know what niggas do? Let me go ask her name.
In my
Just let me go ask her name. And that turned into a whole different thing.
in any of my situations, the only time I stepped out is when I wasn't satisfied.
But you got
Sexually.
it under control. You got it under control.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if your girl is y'all going, you know what I'm saying, y'all doing what y'all doing at night, and you tired, or she know what I'm saying, she got you at by the time y'all finish the 2-3 times.
Where it don't work
You know why
no
I push
more.
back on that?
It don't work.
You know why I push back on that?
Why?
We were just I remember B last week was talking about the biology of men and you know what I'm saying, creation of men, right? Now, we can break this down with animals, right? Every living thing has a male and female, but the male and every other thing on this planet, the most dominant male hits all the women. He don't just hit one woman and leave the rest for the other outstanding, man. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. He hit all the women. That's why when you see a pack of lions, pack of anything, it be the one male in the front. He get all the other women, and the young males get to stay there till they become men, and then they gotta leave, or they challenge for the mantle to hit all the women. And that's for everything on this planet, no matter what they are.
Which is why they say 80% of the kids on this earth were birthed by 30% of the men. But continue.
That's just real.
I I agree wholeheartedly with that shit because you got
That's real.
That's a real.
12,
So you got to
15.
realize that every other thing on this planet don't have that restraint. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For them, it's the survival of the fittest. Whoever the strongest out here gonna hit all the women. Now you may have the weakest one or the one that lost hit one or two of them.
Yeah, outlaw.
You know what I'm saying? He may get one or two of them, but he ain't gonna get the pack. He ain't gonna get the 10 of them.
Especially about that stat with the men being virgins, like 30% being virgins, so they 30. Damn near.
You know what I'm saying?
Close to 30.
So y'all gotta think about that. Like these women be wanting a really handsome man, a top tier type of man.
He got to be tall. He got to be handsome.
They want a 6'4" guy looking like Idris Elba in his prime. You get what I'm saying?
I say boy, before you said Idris, you was almost describing me. But keep going.
I will never describe you.
No, but I told Red. I used to tell Red a long time ago. I said, "Bro, you got the cheat code. You don't even know it." I said, "Nigga, you tall, light skin, got dreads and tattoos. Nigga, that's like." Goddamn, the goddamn
I'm
book of all books with cheat codes.
A dude to look like that, bro, and they'll women are dare to tell you, oh no, you only for me. But you got 50 million women at your pecking order just hanging on the door. And then she'll get in the room and sit down like she like she's the one supposed to be catered to. Yeah, I open this door right now. They gonna lift me off my feet trying to get to me.
That's real. Which is why I think like a lot of men take for granted. I know I do, because even in a lot of these discussions, like once I listen to it back, and not on our panel, but when I be like on other panels or whatever, and it be dudes up there that's kind of less attractive. I don't say a man's attractive, but like less attractive.
That's appealing.
So I'll answer the questions from the perspective of a man that just has a lot of options.
True.
Right? And a lot of them will say, yeah, bro, I understand what you're saying, but like that may be easy for you. But for most men, it's not that easy to get attractive women. Or to have sex with women.
Cause see, like Trill, you know, like, cause like Trill know what I'm talking about.
Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to June.
Cause Trill know what I'm talking about.
I hang with a bunch
Shout
of
out to my dog, man. But real rap though, a lot of them will say like, you know, I've gone 6 months without getting one number, and I've been going out, or I've been trying to get women, and it just hadn't been working for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know it's a lot of truth to that, and I wasn't really open minded to it until I started sitting on these other panels and listening to these other dudes talk.
Yeah, I didn't realize how handsome I was.
Well, I mean, I always do that, but I just didn't. I thought boys was at least getting 3s and 4s. They said they ain't even getting that interest from that because the 3s and 4s want the 7 and 8.
And they single out
here?
Yeah. I mean, I knew.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Wait, how? What? How?
Yeah.
But you know, again, when you a certain caliber dude, women flocking after you is just normal.
I told Otis I'm a late bloomer. It's like I wasn't able to start hitting my shots till I was about 20, 21. And then I was hitting threes about, I'm saying shooting deep shots by the time I was about 24, 25. So
yeah.
Situations.
Take time. You know, everybody ain't destined for greatness early. You know, it take work.
Oh, for sure.
I took shit. Mine took a lot of work. I was just confident in my shots. That's all.
Mine didn't take no work.
Just made it look easy.
I was fresh off the porch with it. The black lacquer was straight off the porch with it. You hear me? I just knew what to say, how to say it. It's just unfortunately, I have some people on my side that was hating on me, going behind my back and all that stuff.
I made it out the G League. You hear me? Grinded my way to the top.
What kind of?
I was natural. You hear me? They saw me when I was young. That boy, that's the dean right there.
Say the golden child, the chosen one.
Yeah, man. I was named the dean at 14. Yeah, man.
Yes.
What really changed my perspective one time was when I was with a chick and her partner came to me and she was like, "I'm gonna let you know now, you too fine for her."
Women do be saying stuff like that for real.
Women are competitive.
That's why I say y'all be thinking them girls in
that
y'all
ain't
pictures.
competitive. That ain't
competitive.
competitive. That's scandalous.
That's scandalous. But
She really talked. We in the club too. We in the club.
Low key, way more competitive.
We was in the club. She just came out.
Men
I was like, "Oh,
So
okay."
But it's because men are more willing to accept the pecking order of whatever group that they in. You know what I'm saying? If I'm around, millionaires, NBA dudes. I know it's gonna be a certain women that's only going after them, and I'm cool with that. I'm not on some like, oh well, no, why ain't she chasing after me?
Exactly.
That man got 50 million in his account, and you
doing the right thing, girl.
5,000.
You doing the right thing, girl. Hey, if you can, give me some too.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. But like women are kind of like take issue with that. Like, why is she always getting the, you know what I'm saying? So they'll start trying to connive or whatever the case. But getting back to the question, because I didn't get to speak on that quote. Women cheat, men just have sex. I used to agree with that wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. And there was a young lady that said something about 2 weeks ago that made me rethink everything.
I thought you were about to say it was profound.
And it was profound. It was definitely profound.
You know you been using them all.
Right.
My boy.
But she was on that same panel, and she said that's not true. Men cheat too, and she said the reason why is because you may have sex for different reasons, but when you agree to a monogamous relationship, that's an agreement that I'm just gonna only be with you.
Okay, I feel that.
So you cheated by lying. You broke your word. You broke your vow to be with only me. Now, if you wanted a polygamous relationship, then that's something different. But you didn't say that. You said you wanted to be in a monogamous relationship, and then you went out there and hit 3 other women. So that's cheating, because that's going back on the word that you gave me, and that's real.
I feel that.
I can't argue that.
Yeah.
Now again, I can argue, that we have sex for different reasons all day. But if you want to have sex with different women or whatever the case may be, you got to tell the truth from the door for that to be validated. Is what I'm saying. But a lot of dudes not gonna do that, because we know that most women is not gonna go with that. So lying and finessing and going back on the word that you gave her, that counts as cheating.
Yeah.
So that was my take on it.
That was good.
You know what's crazy? A lot of women will go with it. You need to go find them ones.
True. Very, very true.
And then once the other ones see it's working, they're gonna be along for the ride too, man. That's advice from the dean.
Gotta be honest. And honestly,
That's advice from the dean.
on the cool, it's just, I'm not saying you should. Some people should think about it.
I know. Go ahead.
Depending on the area that you are in your life, aspect that you are in your life, some people should think about
The
it.
tier you on. Go ahead.
You got niggas dead. You got niggas in jail. You know what I'm saying? You got all these things. So you got gay, whatever. So you taking quite a bit from the men. So now these men got all these options with all these different women, especially if he's successful.
Bruh.
I'm just saying I'm wrong. So either you could be alone, which is cool. I'm not nothing against that. Even a man, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be alone, but I'm just
your deal breakers
I'm just
and
saying.
stand on that.
I'm just saying.
You get what I'm saying? Like, especially if it ain't been working for you and all that type of stuff. Like sometimes you just gotta switch hits sometimes, baby, to see how it works.
And it's more of them. And it's more of them than us.
Yeah, it's way more than us.
Just think about that.
Let's say it like this. It's
think
way
about that.
more. It's way less qualified men to qualified women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if they looked at it like that and was like, all right, we gonna play the eco game. Goddamn me. We gonna have 2, 3, you know what I'm saying, woman and one man, but he has to be of this caliber. You know what I'm saying? If he's of this caliber, bam. And I guarantee you for certain women, that will work.
Absolutely. You see it now.
And it will work all day.
You see it now.
Because that's real. To be honest, the main reason a lot of these women even trip on getting cheated on is because of outside perception. Let's keep that real. Which is why a lot of them will admit to you behind closed doors, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I agree with the cheating, but it's a difference between, you going all out in public with the girl, taking out on dates, embarrassing me in public. Now, if you do it and you come to me and tell me, hey, baby, I did something the other night, man. I wasn't in public. I was just at the hotel. I slipped up, she'll be way more open to that. She's still going to be mad, but she'll be way more open to it than it's a chick on social media posting pics and videos of you laid in her bed asleep.
Exactly.
Not even that. Just saying, me and my girl, this is what we do. Because some people accept that. Well, I mean, for the most part, everybody gonna accept that. If that's what y'all do, who am I to tell y'all how y'all run y'all relationship?
And that's the problem. People care too much about outside
It's like if
Right.
this is
Outside
what we do,
validation.
this is what we like. It works for us.
Yeah.
Like cool.
And you know what's crazy? I see that. I really see that for like, not this generation coming on us, but our kid generation. Like if the odds still going the way they going, to where men going to jail, we killing each other off and all this type of stuff, and black women only liking black men for the majority. bro, the quality of man is going down. That's just real. Yeah. The quality of man is going down.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's up to Krew season to change that.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we only can do so much.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, like if I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I hope we have a daughter next, but if I have a daughter and she's coming up in it and I'm paying attention to how things are going, I would tell her, like, I would give her all the game. Hey, look, I am not outside of you doing this. Now, if you don't want to do it, that's cool, but it is, you know, it's not something I will be disrespected by.
Yeah.
Because I understand what you're going through. I understand, like, your time and the men out here. It ain't a lot of us. So if you find you a great man and that poly situation works for you and the other women are great too and y'all pushing towards them, because poly is about pushing towards great things.
Right. It's about village.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
village
about just sex.
Yeah, it ain't about sex. Mm-hmm. Hell, the sex is on the back end of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's about power structure. You go do this, you go do that. We all bring the bacon home. We go buy this together. We get this business here and we keep growing it. That's poly. You get what I'm saying? And then we have family, we all have, you know what I'm saying, we have a baby, all three women, or however many women that the dude can afford to take care of. You know what I'm saying? They had babies and then bam, we back to, it ain't having 10, I never seen a poly relationship with the women having 10 kids apiece. It don't work like that. They may have one or two and that's it.
Yeah, a piece.
Yeah, that's it. And then shit, everything else, we are rising. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's a bum or something. They may have one at home taking care of all the kids. Everybody else going to get the chicken, even the dude.
One taking care of the kids.
You know what I'm saying?
In school.
All that shit. All that shit. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what poly is. It's about power. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it like that. It's about power. Who gives me the greatest chance to be powerful out here? And that's what it is.
It could be some strong communities out here, man.
So it could.
But everybody wants their one.
In our time,
they not sharing.
We are raised to be selfish. We're not raised to think like that.
We ain't sharing shit.
We're not raised to think like that.
Because you know a nigga ain't doing it. Now, you do have some out here that I done seen a few women that got 2, 3, 4 dudes. I didn't seen that. And prayers to y'all.
Prayers to all parties involved.
But I mean, yeah, whatever works for y'all though.
Good dope conversation, man. Let's get in the quickies. All right, first one. Name one habit in your relationship that you are trying to stop. One habit within the relationship, even if you're not in one now, in your last relationship, or just going forward, just in a relationship.
A habit that I'm trying to stop.
It's a habit that you're trying to stop doing in a relationship.
I don't know, man. I'm just a great guy, man. I'm a great guy, man.
Thank you. So you flawless is what you're saying.
I'm not. No, I won't say I'm flawless because I believe everybody should have a flaw on them.
Oh, easy.
Everybody. You get what I'm saying? Because no relationship is perfect. You go through things, y'all rise together, y'all laugh and cry together. Everything is together. So nothing should be perfect about your relationship. If it's too, to be honest with you, if it's too perfect, somebody's hiding something.
Yeah,
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? Somebody's hiding something, and somebody is acting like they blind to some things. You get what I'm saying? But in totality, I would say, man, I wouldn't change nothing about me and my relationship. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change nothing.
I would. I mean, if I'm just thinking about it now, and it's something that I'm definitely changing just in my life in general. But just being passive about things, because when I was younger, I used to be.
You used to let them run over you, huh?
Hell no. Tell the truth now. You gonna do that?
Tell the truth now.
But I mean, I would just kind of, this, like I said, this would be with anything. But I would do it in my relationships as well. I would let some things just kind of slide. Like, that made me feel some kind of way. But I'm a man. I was like, I ain't about to just feel some type of way. This is also a time where I didn't necessarily know how to, express emotionally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
she used to run over you.
No, she ain't never did that.
He trying to walk you.
You know?
Dark corner. Damn.
But as I said, I can be passive at times, and like I said, whether it's with my job now, whether it's in a relationship, like I put everything out there on the front. It's like, hey, like that shit ain't cool. Nope, it's over. Well, I ain't gonna say it's over, but I'm like that shit ain't cool. I ain't rocking with that. So we gotta let's fix it now.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I got one. For real. I would say be more romantic.
I know I ain't got that one.
I mean, if you need to borrow my bag, just let me know. It's pretty deep. Why you hit the brakes? Hey. You been in my bag before.
Hell no.
He done been shopping over here.
That's big cap. If I'm in the bag, it's because I'm dropping shit off in there. Letting you borrow shit that I still ain't got back. Hell no.
That nigga say you been in my bag before.
You know what it look like.
He said there was so much confidence and so much overstepping on the nigga.
Don't play with me.
Otis, you don't want to tell them how you used to be on your pretty Ricky Blue Star.
That's what I'm saying. They don't know about that.
But that's my one thing. Like, and I actually did something. You know what I'm saying for Valentine's Day that y'all seen on the timeline. Like, they almost cried dope for that. You know what I'm saying? Dope. So I was like inside of me, I was like, yeah, goddamn right. Yeah, you better. Oh, I spent some money on this. You better. I put a little thought in this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now that I know, you know what I'm saying, like, and you know what's crazy? That's one of my wife's love languages. Mm-hmm. Like that, like she like would gestures. Not rather. Yeah, she wouldn't want no purses or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Her thing is shit like that.
Yeah.
So now I'm like,
and it's less expensive. I mean, it's still expensive now. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying you can do more. You can set all this shit up for X amount instead of buying one purse.
I spent about $500.
See, it's the moment. See, women want you to create moments.
So I'm like, all right, my next. I'd already start plotting my next one. You know? I already start plotting my next one. You know what I'm saying?
How you do it.
So I'm thinking about it. So yeah, that would be my one thing. Because boy, I can tell you, boy, through my whole marriage, that was not me. Mm-hmm. I'd rather just buy something, get you out the way. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole thing, man. You don't want nothing. And I just give her some money or something. And she'd be mad. I don't give a damn about that. I gave you something. But nah, shit, I got the romance thing now. So for me, it's like I would want, like I am trying. I'm really working on being more romantic. That's my thing.
But for real though, if you want to hit me up every now and then,
I would never.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna give you some good suggestions.
Ass bag.
I'm letting you know. I'm gonna give you some good suggestions.
I'm building my own bag.
Wait till I tell you about the scavenger hunt.
Hey, if B tell me about your bag, then we gonna see. Yeah. Oh my God. B, what was in this bag?
See, you gotta have reviews.
Yeah, I gotta need some reviews.
I'm about to go leave a negative Google review as soon as we get done.
1 star. Do not recommend.
That shit almost got me divorced.
You picked the wrong item. Not that one.
A habit I'm trying to break, man. Going forward, I'm trying to be less last minute, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm last minute, and I still find a way to do some just immaculate things, man. But it's super stressful for one, which makes when the event actually get here, I'm not as enthused because I've been busting my ass the day before, the day of. You know what I'm saying? But if I would just, be a bit more organized, man, and start working on these things weeks out, whether it's being romantic or, a birthday coming up, let me, start working on this a month out. It'll be less stressful, you know what I'm saying? And it'll probably be even better experience because I got more time to really just pour into it. But instead, with a lot of things, I wait last minute to do them, man, whether it's, the birthdays or I don't know, or even just the random spur of the moment thing. Cause that's how I am too. And I realized that, when I move spur of the moment, those be probably some of our best memories.
Yes, I agree.
Some days I just wake up and be like, you know what, boo, let's buy some tickets to Mexico, and I just buy them right there on the spot. It's not like a, well thought out long time. I don't even got the activities in order.
It's more genuine,
right?
It's more genuine,
right?
Because you didn't really have to just think step by step. Okay, it's gonna do this and do it here, go here. When you just magically make something appear and then it just happens and it flows exactly how you want it to, that's like the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, like on a random ass Wednesday. Man, boo, come on, man, let's go to steakhouse. Just randomly. Just cause ain't no occasion or nothing. It's just, but that's how I move. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that can come back to bite you sometimes, right? Because if, say, Valentine's Day coming up, you trying to schedule an outing, you waiting last minute. If you don't schedule that outing within about a week or 2 out, booked up.
Unless you like me and know people. Yeah, people love me. Boy, I done made that call. Don't you scared me? I done made that call on the day. Hey, my boy. Is you and your wife? Yeah, it's just me, man. Come on, man. It's me.
Oh,
just be here this time.
So you saying you made the call on that day?
On the day.
And he was available?
Everything.
That mean he not that good. Ooh.
What?
If that nigga was cold, he would have been booked up a better time.
It was booked. It was booked. It was the people told me. I ain't gonna say the name of the restaurant, but it was a really, really, really good steakhouse. Yeah. They was booked. The person that answered the phone, we booked. I called everywhere else. Then I went into my bag. I don't like going into my bag to use people.
Or your wallet.
I went, you know what I'm saying? Pulled out my card that I met dude on the flight. Hey, my boy.
He needs that.
I got you.
Got you, big dog.
You slid him 100?
Lately, if you are a waitress and you see me in your restaurant and you take me lately, I'm gonna tell you right now, lately, me and my wife have been tipping $100 every time we go eat somewhere.
That's what's up.
I can care less if it's Denny's. I can care less if it's Waffle House. We have been tipping $100.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So if you see me in there, you better pick your pants up and get your shit going. I give a damn how hard your day was. Because it's either 100 or nothing. It ain't nothing in between. You get what I'm saying? So that you have been warned.
Valid. One more too before we get out of this. Habit that I want to break is under communicating. I feel like I do that a lot. Because I pay so much attention to detail. It don't take you telling me 100 times for me to do it or for me to implement it as far as like fixing whatever the issue is, right? But everybody's not like that, and I expect people to be. So I under communicate. So I may tell you, hey man, I got a problem with this one time. And weeks have passed by and you still violating or whatever. Instead of over communicating, hey, remember I told you I'll just sweep it under the rug, but I'll be mad about it. And then you make a big enough habit of doing that, you'll sweep so much stuff under the rug till the rug can't hold anymore, and then you'll explode. Because like I told you to do this, I told you to do that, and a lot of times all that person really needed was just one more reminder, maybe or two more reminders. You never know what's going on in somebody's life outside of the crib. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would improve on. I would start over communicating. Yeah. If I could. But I have a habit of just under communicating and just expecting people to just get it the way I do.
I feel that.
And, that's not healthy for a relationship. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that one out before.
Mine would be, ironically, a better listener. And I'm a great listener, but I'm also a terrible listener because I try to multitask sometimes. I be on my phone. I be answering emails. I be on social media, whatever. I try to do multiple things all the time. And so there are times where you have my undivided attention, and then there are times where you may be talking to me and I'm not paying attention. So I think that would be mine. Just try to be more in the moment because I definitely can get distracted easy. But when you got me, I'm going to give you some great advice. I'm going to be a good listener. I'm going to repeat back what you said, make sure you heard. I don't do all that stuff. But then there are also times where you can be telling me about those things and I'm not paying attention all the way. You heard me? Yup. Well, when I start doing that while you talking,
and then once she leaves, damn, what did she just say?
She talking about this whole trip she didn't plan or something. She doing this, doing that, and
she'll remind me that tomorrow. She'll remind me a little bit. I'll bluff my way through the conversation.
Oh, you told me that?
You're right.
What was I doing?
That's real. On to the last one of the day. What's the number one piece of advice you would give somebody to ensure longevity in the relationship? Not just get the relationship, not just be in a relationship, but what's one piece of advice you would give somebody to ensure longevity, that we're going to be in this thing for a long time?
I would say open communication. I feel like communication is. I don't know if people really understand like how big communication is in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you have a spouse or you have a partner, you have your girl, as long as y'all are on one accord and y'all make that, you know what I'm saying, known, it doesn't have to be an everyday thing like, hey, we got to do this, and this. Like, as long as y'all are on one accord, y'all understand, y'all in the same wavelength, you know, the second that you feel like something is off with your girl, hey, like, you know what I'm saying, talk to her. And ladies, the same way with your guy. You know what I'm saying? The second it seems like something is off, just ask. That's it. Like, don't just make assumptions like, oh, but maybe he good and he'll just open up to me when don't force it. You know what I'm saying? Don't force anything out of anybody, but just openly communicate with your partner, man. Just that way y'all understand where y'all going, how y'all rocking, and it's set. Like when they say, you know, things don't have to be explained, like you want to get to that point. You want to have that solidified. You want to make sure, regardless of what happened, the foundation that we built for this relationship is solid.
Right.
So I would say, communication. We'll have open communication.
Well said. One thing that you know for sure will ensure longevity in a relationship if somebody's coming to you for advice.
I would say don't forget to have fun. I think that's huge in relationships. People get so bottled down in just the day-to-day stuff, stress stuff. Sometimes it's bills, kids, whatever, and you so worried about fixing those fires that you forget about your partner.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one thing I tried to implement early. And if we dating, shoot, I'm dating you for the long haul. So I'm gonna try to be intentional about planning dates or just time for ourselves, little outings. Whether, you know, if you like bowling, let's go do that. If you like walking, taking a hike, whatever, even if it's like a day trip, we just one day we go get a hotel, because you know women love hotels. So do it, you know what I'm saying? So just a quick hotel trip, go out to eat, you know what I'm saying, and have a good time and come right back. It's a quick little reset. I think people, yeah,
that's true. I never thought about it that simply, but that's true.
Yeah, you got to have fun, man. Keep the romance going and keep the fire going, because again, like I said before, like, women are opportunists. So you got to keep your woman happy. You got to keep her, in a sense, like distracted. Like, this is what we're working towards, but also I'm trying to make you happy at the same time, because you don't want her, you know, looking up, because Tyrone at the job, he bringing her lunch, or he, you know, paying for her lunch and things like that, when you could be sending her flowers every now and then, or, you know, she looking around. If she working a corporate job, she looking around and seeing what everybody else got going on.
And it's mostly women in the corporate job.
It's mostly women. And if you're not doing your job, she gonna start looking around. She gonna start, now them DMs that's coming into Instagram now, she might start answering a few, especially if he handsome and he look like he got something, you know. So yeah, just be careful and treat your woman right and keep dating. That's what I would say. When you're in a relationship, keep dating.
Well said, Smooth. One piece of advice you'll give somebody to ensure longevity in their relationship.
I would say, man, your partner doesn't think like you. So always understand that. You know what I'm saying? You may say it one way and they may take it another. You got to understand that they not thinking, it's just, y'all may get there at the same time, but the way of getting there is different for both of y'all. That's how you got to think about it.
It's real.
You get what I'm saying? So long as you think about it like that, it won't stress you out. But you got to learn that take time. So you need to be learning that early. How do they learn? How do they respond? And all these type of things. Once you get that down, in your mind, you should be like, all right, they learn it like this, so let me say it or do it like this so they can understand what I'm trying to get them to do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because running your head against the wall on one way to do it, that's going to get you broken up and half your shit gone.
That's facts.
That's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So just understand everybody's different. Even your kids. Your kids won't think like you. Especially if you coming from hard times and you put them in some place that, you know what I'm saying, you not even familiar with. You get what I'm saying? So like, you just got to understand that, like, no one thinks like you, but you got to also understand, as long as we get into the same point at the same time, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my thing.
Well said. Mine would be weekly check-ins. I think about relationships, right? Is that especially when you've been with somebody for an extended amount of time, you'll feel like, okay, it's nothing really new to learn about this person, right? It's just like going to work every morning when you get in your car. You take the same route typically. So much so to where, you're not using GPS. You're doing everything but focusing on the road.
Your phone
talking.
Almost,
Right, it's muscle memory because I know where I'm going. I know, okay, this light is about 2 minutes. That light is about 5. Like, you doing the map in your head, so you occupied doing a bunch of different things because you know where this is going, or you feel like pretty short shot of where this thing is going. A lot of people run their relationships the same way because I done been with this person so long, and we done had that question game, and we done. I know your favorite color. I know your favorite artist. I know what music you like. I know what restaurant. I know all of these things already. So it's no need for me to really check in that frequently, right? Because we've been together so long to where I know you more better than you know you. But what we don't account for is that people change daily. And it may not be foundational changes, but it may be small changes. But when you checking in weekly, you're not missing those things. And I don't mean check in, hey, how was your week? That not nothing generic, but like asking real questions like, hey, what am I not fulfilling in this relationship? If you had one thing that you would want me to improve on, what would it be?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So in those moments, you kind of take their defensive wall down, and then it's like, okay, let's just have a conversation. And then after I ask you that, I want you to spin the same thing back my way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weekly check-ins, having real conversations about where we really are at this point in a relationship, because people change. That's just what it is. But if you're not paying attention, or if you driving, like I said, on your way to work feeling like I got it, so I ain't got to pay attention, that's when you crash. Metaphor for the relationship, breaking up. So, yeah, checking in.
I would say check in every month, but every week is cool. Yeah. Every week will work with some people. But for me, I would say every month.
Yeah, frequently, as long as it's frequent. Right.
Every month, all right. So last month we was going through this here, like I was feeling like this here, woo. You know what I'm saying? This month, I think we can make a powerful one, do this here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Real rap. On that note, man, we're gonna get into the advice column.
Yes, sir.
I hope we got somebody scandalous in there. Yeah, me.
Typically we do. All right, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. What up, crew? This Vic. Love the pod. Smooth, you put me on Mad Game. Appreciate you. Kenny, stop simping. hey, shout out to Vic. It's Patreon, man. My boy Kenny can't even defend himself, man. That's messed up. I had a question for y'all about something I went through recently. Met this shorty on Hinge. I guess the dating app. Everything was smooth. Took her out to eat twice, went to a jazz club. We were vibing, her dancing on me. We had a great time. After the second date, I got that top with the maple syrup on top.
Damn.
If you know what I mean. She cleaned up.
Y'all
words of description, fam. It just... Okay.
Top with the maple syrup.
On top. Top with the maple syrup on top, if you know what I mean. That means it was sloppy. He said she cleaned up. Everything cool until she starts sending me things to buy her. Now I have no problem going on dates, going out, but I let her know I ain't on that type of time unless she wants to pursue a relationship. She says she's not interested in a relationship, and she ends it. Says this is where she hops off the ride. I'm confused on what she was after, and or did I lose out because I really liked her and would have taken her serious. I'm 28 and make over 150,000. She's 24. Any advice would be appreciated because I'm perplexed. I really messed with her. Any breakdown would be great. Did I get played?
Yes.
Should I have just played the game?
Yes.
This shit got me sideways, if I'm honest.
You the one got the time. She played herself. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't buy the gift, she definitely played herself. You know what I'm saying? You did what you was supposed to do. As far as liking it, hey, man.
But he liked it, though.
Hey, it's going to be.
That's what confused him.
It's going to be plenty of women out there, baby.
She was that young
and
tender.
then, look,
that young tender put that thing on.
It's going to be plenty of women that's not going to ask you for nothing that give you the toppy top. You hear me?
What said maple syrup.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to wait. Hey, you actually got to wait. You know what I'm saying? Because that's child support waiting on you.
Facts.
That's child support. Leave that alone.
That could have been something way worse.
She ain't trying to build nothing. She just wanted. If she sent you a text message right after coming off the top, she was in the car sending it. You hear me? In the car. Hey, I need you to buy, bro. You should, in your mind, it should have said child support. 150. I'm making 90. You know what I'm saying? You need to be thinking like that, boy. So yeah. You got away.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. You was nice to even respond and just let her know that you know what I'm saying, you ain't on that type of time.
That's a fact.
After the second date,
that's real.
She trying to send you stuff to buy her.
That's
fact.
like,
yeah, nah, this ain't it.
Hey,
she said, if I'm giving you some top, this is what I need you to cop. Hey.
Her name in your phone should be Top. That's it. Top. I got Top calling. Let me see. Let me see.
Put Top on the phone.
That's a fact. I don't even want to talk to you.
I don't want
Top on the phone. It's a fact. Yeah, I'm with Smooth, man. I feel like she played us up. She played her hand too early. Mm-hmm. Want that man to buy you stuff, you could have just kept vibing. You would have did it eventually.
Yes.
Clearly,
organic. And organically he did it.
See, you gotta get the man to invest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once he start investing in you, then you can kind of start asking for the gifts. Cause now he's like, you know what I'm saying? Well, this is a shorty I really kick it with. I vibe with her. You know what I'm saying? I could, this could potentially,
But you know what's crazy, man? A man making that type of money that's single, he run into a chick he really like. Mm-hmm. He gonna do it regardless when she see she loyal. He gonna do it regardless.
Yeah. Because him coming up off that money is nothing to him.
Yeah, because he's paying attention. He see what type of bag you wear. He see what type of shoes you wear. He see your clothes. Honestly, he see your nails, what type of nails you like, style and all that. And that's the cheapest part on your nails and your hair. He may chunk that just to see how you act. You get what I'm saying? And that stuff you ain't even got to ask for. But the moment you start asking, that tells me you was a gold digger.
But they say closed mouths don't get fed.
True. You know they true. But when you open up too early,
I heard this earlier. Don't let your greed get in the way of your need.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's real. Like
you got greedy too early.
Too early. He trying to give you a slice of the pie, baby. You wanted the whole thing.
Yeah, you got to rope it in first, and then once he get close enough and you grab him, he's stuck now. That's when you bleed him.
Trying to ask for the ingredients.
But you trying to bleed him, and you ain't even got your hand on him. Come on, baby.
I say you gave up all the leverage. Leverage. I have no incentive to buy you nothing. What you talking about? Nah, just keep it G. And that's, again, she young, so she gonna get it. But as far as you, bro, you did what you supposed to do. Oh yeah. You played it the right way. Caught that, she was trying to lick you like a lollipop, like Smooth say. And you got to hold of that and got to fight the way.
Trying to get to the center.
You're going to have a few like that. Yeah. So and you're going to like them, but they not good for you in the long run. You're going to see. You're going to see in about 5 years. You're going to see where she at.
That's real, man. On to the next one. It's from Kaswana, Patreon member.
Hey, what's happening?
It's like.
Shout out to her.
I know it's coming. I know what's coming.
She said, we are back with the virginal viewpoint. Mm-hmm. She said, Otis requested more questions of the sexual nature in episode 84, and I was obligated to respond.
Obligated.
These questions may be too hot to answer, and as always, Krew season, you have the option to plead the fifth. Our topics are as follows. 1, what is the male fascination with anal sex in a heterosexual relationship? Most straight men don't like anyone playing in their butt. So why do men want to play in a woman's butt? Do men understand the prep work a woman does to make sure your penis doesn't get feces on it? Mm-hmm. Or do you even care? Is there a difference in the feel, clappage, and
Come on, I need you to finish.
I gotta read. I'm about to make your ass read it.
I can read them. I'm gonna read them in different tones.
Okay,
read to me. I'm reading like I'm overseas.
Oh my God! Is there a difference in feel, clappage, and anal sex versus vaginal sex for men? Please describe.
I don't know because I don't participate in the anal.
Facts.
Same.
I don't. Red.
Too long. What?
Red, explain to her.
You gotta tell it.
Yeah, you gotta tell it now.
Explain to her.
I mean, honestly, it's one of those things.
Pass me that bottle.
To me, it's just kind of. It just depends on who you with. Because I'm not gonna say I'm the type of person to just participate in any woman that I'm with. Like I just really got to be vibing with you and really just want to be nasty with you. Now,
Is that something you prefer, or is that something that the woman has to kind of say or initiate?
she has to be open to it.
But would you just want that? Is what I'm saying. Like,
No. I ain't gonna say. I would say it's not something that I'm just like, oh.
then your go-to move.
No, it's not a go-to.
Okay.
It's not a go-to. But I mean, she's
Go-to
open to
move.
Yeah, we got a few.
That nigga wild, man.
I'm just asking questions.
That's your go-to move?
go-to move.
If it ain't, it ain't.
Nigga, like you looking at a 2, 3.
I'm just saying. Is that in your
Go-to move.
offensive package? You know, is it top 3? You know, you got your go-to.
Nah. You know when you create your play and they give you the 5 plays that you'll run, it'll be number 6.
Okay.
It's
All right.
optional.
Cool.
Got
It's
you.
optional.
Got you.
Like you'll get everything else.
Got
but
you.
That's
Okay.
that's optional.
Okay.
If she's open to that, we'll run it. But like I said, at the same time, that's got to be something to where you're vibing with this woman on a whole nother sexual level. Like
Right.
it's all about just like how deep and intimate that you and that person are trying to be.
Okay.
Now, like I said, it'll never happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody plays in the back door. But for a woman, it's like she's open to it. I mean, and we vibing to that.
Okay.
I'm
so
cool with it.
next question. What does it feel like? What's the difference between that and the vag?
It can be tighter. It can be tighter. So it's like
Hold on, it could be. I'm just going off your words.
It could
So
be.
if it's loose, that means she. Oh, nothing.
if it's loose, that means she been doing it with somebody else too. I mean, I haven't experienced loose anal sex. I promise you. God's honest
They
truth.
about to flag the hell out this pod. But y'all keep going, man. It's all good.
I'm just saying. But
Okay. Next question. What's
Okay, her next one she asked, as we know, the porn industry is generally catered towards the desires of men. However, studies show that there is an increase in women who watch porn as well. With this in mind, do men perceive women differently who watch porn? Do men make assumptions about a woman based on the type of porn that she chooses to view? Are there any XXX categories that automatically signal red flags? How does porn affect marriageability? Politics, hoe versus slut concept. So basically, she's asking, do men judge women who watch porn negatively?
no.
I take it as she is learning. She is learning. She may want some new stuff in her bag.
Yeah, I mean, she might run with a group of women who are just laying on their back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, look, I'm trying to make it a little.
She
more
may have
exciting.
somebody with you know what I'm saying, with something with that thing, and she want to utilize. You know what I'm saying? She want to utilize the potential.
Just want to see how she did it.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
did you get around this obstacle?
Yeah.
This obstacle. Get your ass out.
I thought it was too tall to climb. You went this way? So yeah, she using it as learning experience. So it ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
And this chick is a virgin, right?
Version, yeah.
She got a lot of questions.
Yeah, I mean, it to me, if you don't have any friends who can put you up on game, watch some porn. That's like almost like going to school. I mean,
She
for real.
said categories. I don't know. I'm
Categories
I'm not judging
do
that.
matter. Categories do matter.
They do.
Let's stop right there.
You walk in there, she watching gay porn. You gotta be like, oh wait.
Nah, fuck the gay porn. She
Animal
watching
porn.
gang bang.
Animal porn.
She watching gang bang
watching
sessions.
And they gonna be in there like this.
You can be in there crying.
And she
So who else in here when I'm
and
calling?
that got 4-5s doing all this.
They gonna flag this shit out.
So who else in here when I'm calling? That's gonna make the insecurities come out of boy quick.
Hey, yeah, look though. With me, to answer the first question, I wouldn't look at a woman negatively who done it. If anything, it'll make me like her more because I know that she's intrigued with sex, she's fascinated with it, and that typically makes for pretty fun sessions. If I'm gonna say so myself. As far as categories, I'm with Red on that, man. Categories do matter. You in there watching some bullshit, and it's gonna make me look
at you side.
Let me look at you like, well, what the?
What do you expect me to get into with
She
you?
want that. She going to town on horse meat.
Oh, that's crazy. Bestiality.
Yeah, nah.
All of that
man.
stuff. Yeah, nah, man.
Or you know what I'm saying? Y'all watching something together, and then all of a sudden, one of her recent searches is the bus, the bang bus. Like,
Oh man.
so she okay with just getting picked up by random guys in a moving van? Nah.
Yeah, nah, man. We not doing that.
It's over.
It's over with.
It's over.
So they can't have fantasies.
Yeah, Otis, man.
Your ass gonna fantasize about me being here after I leave. That's a fact.
Oh my God.
But shout out to Kaswana. She said she was finally able to catch us on Instagram Live. Took some good notes. See y'all on the next one. Much love and laughter, man. Shout out to Kaswana, man. Always entertaining when she write in. This next one, let me make sure before questions. Okay, I'm gonna just start reading the question and then I'm gonna say her name after. Follow up. What the hell, Smooth? Oh wait, hold on. Let me read.
God damn. Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Oh no, y'all answered some of her stuff before. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I think she wrote in about her man wanting more kids.
Yeah.
And she not wanting more kids.
I remember that. That was like 2 weeks ago, man.
Yeah, about 2-3 weeks ago.
Wait, I think let me read some of this again.
You talking about the one where they still end up having like 3 or 4 or something like that?
Yeah, she didn't want to.
Oh yeah. Okay,
You remember her?
Okay, so she did. So her follow up to that. She said, I have a follow up to my question, to my original post, or even clarification on the original post. Because I don't think Smooth allowed the panel to answer my original question before. He threw out some outlandish advice, which divorcing my husband of 10 years that provides for me and our 3 children. That leadership isn't archaic or a dictatorship. He shares his financial gains. He never cheated, doesn't gamble or do drugs. That is a fully respectable and has a manageable ego and sex drive, and earns over $180,000 a year.
Okay.
She say, Smooth, thanks for the advice, but no thanks. Say, keep it. I'm absolutely not going to leave my husband of 10 years, the father of my 3 children.
Okay.
The only man that I've ever had a physical relationship with, to go find another man that is in his 30s, making $185,000 than my current husband is, that doesn't have nor wants to.
She's staying there for financials. Okay.
But is happy being a primary father figure, stepdaddy to 3 children, 5 days out of the week, that isn't a child predator, and kudos points is black, or better yet, loan my husband out to go start a whole other mini family around the corner that I helped chose because I didn't want to have another kid. That I would have to interact more with my husband because we work so much. Say, dude, why would I compromise? Damn, she on smooth ass. Yeah. Why would I compromise my family legacy like that? My children barely see my husband right now because of his demanding work schedule, and you want him to have to divide his 2 off days between the kids we have and the little bastard down the street.
That's it?
Nah, she got more.
Okay.
No, not to mention child support. We live in a state that the non-custodial parent is subject to pay 66.6% of total child support obligations plus health insurance. Man, what in the world would I do that? Why in the world would I do that? That is some hurtful advice. Also, just to be known, the 5-year age gap between my 2 eldest kids was because we were both in college and lived out of state away from family and had no help. I had a full ride scholarship to UT and I couldn't turn down the offer. I have a master's in business. He has a computer engineering degree. So it took a minute to get our degrees and didn't want government aid to do it. Also, it wasn't only him that wanted me to have additional kids. It was also family pressure to have another child. It is a true saying that once you have 1 kid, you might as well have 2 because it is the same amount of work. So to answer my original question, or here's an even better question. How do we as women have discussions with our husband that has an exact dream or desires? Let me read that. How do we as women have discussions with our husbands that has an exact dream or desires that we as partners are not willing to meet? Because I, as your partner, think I've compromised enough. I truly respect, love, and cherish my husband. We have been together for half our lives and friends since we were 10 years old. I didn't have a father growing up, and I'm adopted, so I value my husband's leadership, look up to him as my husband, partner, and somewhat like a father figure. So how do I have this conversation? Because we have never disagreed on something that one is not willing to compromise on.
Well, having kids for him was a non-negotiable. That's just what it was. Because you went off your square to have another kid. That was a non-negotiable for him. And you stand with him because of financials. Period. That's what you stand with him for. You just wrote that in a big thing. You stand with him because of the money. And I understand that. 180 racks, you ain't gonna run across a lot of people making that. You get what I'm saying? Plus, like you said, with the child support thing in the state and all that, I get all that. I get all that. But non-negotiables, you gonna have to roll with it or you not. Period. And obviously, you came off your square because she didn't want to have more than 2 kids, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And she would have had a 3rd kid, right? Mm-hmm. So she got 3 kids or 4 kids.
I think she got 3, and he won a 4th.
He
won a 4th kid.
He won a 4th.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
so
5.
she's saying, I don't want to have another kid. But at first, you had 2 kids. You didn't want to have another one. But what you did, you folded to that. Because to be honest with you, that is a non-negotiable for him. You know, especially when him making the money and being able to provide for his family, being a great, outstanding man, you going to have another baby. That's just what it is. You get what I'm saying? Or he going to look at you crazy.
So she say no. Then what? She say, I'm done. This is it. We didn't have our 3. Now what?
Hey, he got a big decision on his head because that's really a non-negotiable
I
thing.
feel like she got to put it up back on him.
They gotta have a
But that's her
We
body.
just said, okay, I understand that, but we just talked about non-negotiable shit and non-negotiable shit.
Yeah.
Right? That is a non-negotiable for him. You get what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't, he wouldn't have pressured her to have that 3rd kid. He wouldn't have made her come off her square and have that 3rd kid. So he knows now I can get her to come off her square with this. So what you think gonna happen?
All she got to say is, hey, you said you wanted this. I said I wanted this. I met you in the middle. I'm good.
She didn't even meet him in the middle. She met him 66% of the way, 60% of the
I
way.
think it was 5 or 4.
Well, they have 3 kids now. He wants a 4th.
He wants a 4th.
They have a girl that's 10, a boy that's 4, and a daughter that's 1. And he wants another.
So the odds are in his favor, but that was that in a sense you didn't want to do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, she said the first 2 she was cool with, but he had to urge her to have a 3rd. She didn't really want to do it, but she did it.
She came off her square.
Now he's asking for another one.
She should have said after the 3rd one she was done. I'm sorry, this is it.
I mean,
she said after the second one she was done.
Should have got
She-
her.
And she
gotta
tried to
stand on
have the conversation with him, but he looking at her like, I'm a great husband, just like she's everything that she said. That's how he is feeling. I am a great husband. I make the money. I
can
don't
afford
give a
it.
damn about that.
I can afford it.
You are my wife. How are you gonna deny me kids?
But he still should be understanding.
I understand that.
No, you don't.
I understand
How?
that. And you're right. I should be understanding. But at the same time, if I make the money to provide and take it, she can literally quit her job today and he will take care of everything. Kids
Right.
included.
But she.
Cars, kids, food,
But
they never have to worry about
We
nothing.
also know the wear and tear that does on your body to get pregnant.
Man, one kid does wear and tear on a woman's body. She done had 3 of them already.
And about to have another one if she go that route.
Okay, but what? I mean, I'm just throwing this out here. Couldn't they just adopt?
No, because he
He
wants
want
his
his
kid-
own.
He want his
I'm
own
pretty sure
kid
he
to
want
come
his
from
own.
her.
Surrogate.
You know what I'm
pretty sure
saying?
he want his
Like
own.
man, we know how money and power works with men.
I say surrogate.
This is my wife.
He don't want that.
He not doing that.
You don't
I'm
want
having
that.
sex with my wife every night. I'm a great husband. I provide. Hell, you can quit today and not do nothing. I'm gonna provide for you.
That's the part right there that kind of makes me like, as a man, right? If I'm going above and beyond doing everything that you require of me, and I'm just asking for another kid, I feel like
You know what I'm saying? That's something
I
that
got
shouldn't even be
leverage to do it,
negotiable
you know?
on your end.
I might be pandering a little bit, but at the same time, but it's still different though.
Man,
That's
stop it, bro.
I'm not asking you to go wash the dishes for me and you go wash my car. I'm asking you to carry a child.
Okay, so all right,
That's big, though.
Listen.
That's huge.
That's
All right.
that's huge
So
for both
what's the
of
goal?
them. Yeah.
So for a man, for any man, you know what I'm saying? When you get married, what's the real goal of that? To have kids with this woman, right?
Right.
No matter what the number is, it's to have kids with this woman.
Right.
Now, the more money you have, the more qualified you are to say and to take care of a lot of kids.
Yeah.
This man makes 185, so that means he's in the top 185. So he's in the top 3% of men.
When that last part back that you said because he has money.
He has money, so that puts him in a qualification of, hey, the woman I marry, I want kids. I can have 8 kids. I can take care of everything. And nobody is gonna struggle. I can see if I'm asking for 8 and we living in the hood, we living on our knees.
And he making
Or
60,
even
70.
exactly, or we can be living in a nice neighborhood. If I'm asking that and I'm making 80,000, I know I can't take care of, you know what I'm saying, these cars, 4 kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be living press. But if I'm making a bill 85,
Okay.
you better believe I can handle everything.
She gets pregnant. They have a miscarriage.
Come on,
Now,
man.
now,
Come on.
I'm just saying.
Come on,
That,
dog.
what you mean? Come on, that's real.
No, he is.
That is a real life situation.
I understand that. But
so what you don't?
No.
So now
She's
her
not
whole
thinking of that. She's
now her
not
mind
thinking of
frame
that.
messed up.
That didn't come out of her mouth one time.
But
she just said, "I don't want to have another kid," right?
Because
but
it's
she
hard.
ran off a whole list of things of this man that he is a great. That the list that she named, millions of women would get this man 10 kids.
So you're saying just because he's a great man and he does all those good things, what he was supposed to do is making the right amount of money, taking care of the household. You saying because he does all that, then he's warranted to have.
He deserves however many kids he want to have with you.
I don't agree with that.
Because all right, so just all right. Look, listen to this. All right. Say that's a non-negotiable for dude, because we don't know, dude. We don't know. That's a because obviously it was, because he said that from the go. I want a big family.
They had that.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they did.
So obviously that's a non-negotiable. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know, but we gonna say, yeah, that's a non-negotiable. She say no to him. You get what I'm saying? And he say, well, shit, I wanna have me another kid. So either you gonna have a kid or somebody else will.
Yes.
Then what should she say? Exactly.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna deny this man a kid, bro?
It's gonna be a very, very
like I get it on your end. I get it for her. I get it. But this ain't no boyfriend we talking about here. We talking about a husband, a provider, a man that really go get it.
Leader.
You're leader.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And a real good leader from her surmise, from what she say.
Uh-oh.
I got a piece of context that's gonna make Smooth even more right. In her last message that she sent, she said this verbatim: "Since I've known my husband, he has always stated his desire for a big family.
I remember that, yeah.
Me, not so much. I was open to having one kid at the most, but who takes the quote unquote kid talk serious at 14, 15? Fast forward to 2011 and our wedding, and daughter came very quickly after high school. 5 years of college in another town, they had another one, creating an almost 6-year gap. So, right. And then she says, for a very large part of our marriage, my husband's response to the family question was always a large family.
I remember that.
So, reading that gives him even more leverage to demand that from you.
Because he stayed on his.
Because
I've been saying it since I was 14 years old.
I agree.
All the way to now.
And then on top of that, I've been saying since 14, I am going to take care of you. Right. I have reigned true on every word that I gave.
I stood on my word. If you didn't want that,
how you gonna deny me?
If you didn't want that, you should have left me. But you didn't. You stayed.
And obviously she's ran for financial reasons now.
Y'all are correct. But
That's
don't we also say people do change their minds? So she can say that. And then now they had a 3, and now it's like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable now. We got 3.
But you know what's crazy, yo? You know what's crazy?
Now I'm uncomfortable.
No,
Before
crazy,
I didn't know. Now I'm here. No. This is my reality. I don't know.
You know what's crazy, yo? At first she was like, no.
That's not fair to him, though.
No, not that.
It's not. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is.
You know why I can't say that? Because from the beginning she said she only wanted 1 kid.
Yes.
So the moment you had another kid, you was off your square, baby. You was in it. You was in it now.
I'm not disagreeing.
So now, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the number is, this man is well capable of taking care of these kids.
Yes.
Giving you everything you need. So therefore, you can't do this one thing.
It ain't just one. It ain't just one thing though.
Stop it, bro. I get all the other stuff, but we just talking kid.
I feel it.
We not talking all other stuff. We talking kid though.
Yes, and that's huge.
You get what I'm saying?
Like I said, man, I'm a firm believer in delivering on what I promise. And the thing about relationships, which is why I was saying on Lapeef on Thursday, we had a big argument about like, should people get married that early? They've been together since they was 14 years old, which means that y'all didn't know who y'all was at that age, right? That's so true. when you that young, you think you know what you want, you think that you're willing or whatever, but just like O said, I done had 3, now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But if you would have waited until y'all was 25, 26, I done lived a little bit of life. I know what I'm comfortable with. Look, 2 is it, or 1 is it. I ain't budging type of situation. But you done budge now. And this man done been consistent the whole way. I want a big family. 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 You done been hearing this since y'all was kids, before y'all graduated, before y'all had the first one. If you wasn't comfortable with that, you should have left.
Exactly.
Period. But you didn't. You stayed, and not only did you stay, you had 3 kids with him. You done already crossed that 1 kid threshold 2 times over now.
But am I supposed to keep budging though after that? Even after I break the first, am I supposed to keep going?
I think the big number. I think the totality number was 4, right? Like all you wanted was 4.
Well, he never said
He said
specific
big
number.
family.
He said that he wants another kid now. So after she had a 4th, he may say, "Hey, I want another."
Right. So then what? So you supposed to give him
it's
another
like,
one?
you know,
Yes.
No, bro.
I was like, I mean,
No.
this is why I said it's going to be an uncomfortable conversation because she has to really just think in her head like either I'm gonna stand on my square and say like I'm not having another kid, or come up with the possibility that this man might, in a way, grow some kind of resentment towards you.
See, their situation is almost like mine because I told my wife only 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not having no kids after I said 30, but I understand life gets in the way. Mm-hmm. So I said, all right, so this next one is our next one. That's it, right? Mm-hmm. Now I could have been with the money we make. I could have been like, oh, babe, because I knew my wife when I first met her. She was like, she want 5 kids. Yeah, I threw that off. We ain't doing that.
That's still my number.
You know, but for me, I was like, nah, we ain't doing that. That ain't even in the discussion. You better come up with another number. You know what I'm saying? But I could have had a kid back then. I got married at what, 19? No, 20, almost 21. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I could have came off my square and goddamn had a kid, and then we had another kid, and then now we financially straight. We could have had some more kids and all that and been straight.
Yeah.
But I knew what I wanted. I knew what I said I wanted. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't coming off that. I know my wife wanted a big family. But for what my vision is for our family, what we gonna do, that don't fit into the circle. 2 kids, we can still go do things. You get what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
But that's why you gotta have them conversations early, like they did, and you gotta believe them, motherfucker, when he's telling you that, because that's big stuff. So now, say for instance, you stand on this, hey, I'm done. I don't want to have no kids, and he go out there and get another woman pregnant. Is he wrong for that?
Is he wrong? That's my whole thing. Is he wrong? Or if he asks you, hey, can I go get, you know what I'm saying? Is he wrong for asking?
She gonna say hell no if he asks her, hey, can I? I know you said you want to have more kids, but I want to have more kids. Would it be cool if I find me a woman? Now, again, not saying I'll be in a relationship with her, but I want to find me a woman that's willing to have more kids for me. Would he be wrong to ask that?
Okay, no. So I'm gonna present this then. Okay. She goes through with the next kid. She said, I'm done. I'm telling you now, I'm done after this. This is no more. We had our 4. Boom, I'm done. Mm-hmm. 2-3 years later, he want to have another one. Is she wrong if she wanted to leave because she doesn't want to have a kid?
No, she's not wrong.
No.
I'm not saying that.
Because at that
point,
I'm
on the side of fairness and truth. She is not wrong.
She's not wrong because at that point, she really got it set as a non-negotiable.
You know what I'm saying? But it has to be a non-negotiable on her side though. Mm-hmm. She didn't make it that. She just said no. You get what I'm saying? She was like, nah, but she didn't make it a non, because if it was a non-negotiable, they wouldn't have had more than one kid.
That wouldn't have happened. Mm-hmm. That's just real.
You get what I'm saying? So right now, it is not a non-negotiable, and he knows that. He knows this. Hey, man, she gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? So you have to come off that, especially with him being the caliber of man that he is.
But I think if she had 3, she only said 1.
All that plays into that, bro. All of that plays into that, bro.
I think she can say, "Hey, I'm cool,
bro."
And then a conversation needs to be had.
But you know what? Is that you're right. The more I think about it, you're right. Because again, the same way that she could have left,
he could have.
He could have left. He could have left. When she said, he said I want to have a big family. She said, no, I only want to have 1 kid. Okay. Right. Well, then we ain't meant. We can be cool. We can be friends. But I want a big family. I need a woman that's more in line with that. But he didn't leave either. He stayed.
Exactly.
And then, so with staying, compromise has to happen. And she compromised.
Yep. That's all I'm saying.
And that's what I said at the beginning.
That's all I'm saying.
So she said no, he said yes, and he was like, shit, you going to have the kids.
So that's what I'm saying. They didn't compromise already. It's like, you going to keep pushing it after I've already compromised?
But I can guarantee you, for real, you know what I'm saying? I can guarantee you, she didn't make that a non-negotiable. So that's why that's on the
For sure.
table.
No,
again.
yeah, for sure.
You know, because if she would have had that third baby and had that talk with him, hey, this is a non-negotiable. We not having no more kids.
Yeah.
She
Not through me.
she would just slide it to the back. She was like, you know.
Yeah. So that gave him room to say, I want another kid.
Okay, so question. Her question is, how does she have this conversation? How should she go about having this conversation? Because he said this is the first thing that they've ever disagreed on that nobody's willing to bend.
Well, she gonna have to be in. She gonna have to be in. I'm sorry.
They're gonna have to keep having this conversation until somebody folds on their end. That's
No,
and,
bro.
and as bad as it sounds, because you gave her, you know what I'm saying, what you thought she should do when you said, you know, if she's not gonna stand on her square, she gotta leave.
She is going to have to fold. But at the same
hard.
time, she is going to have to tell him, look, we can have one more kid, but after this is over. We not doing that.
I'm with that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I would approach it.
You know what I'm saying? After this is done. Like, and she needs to be on, even if you get your tubes tied or, you know what I'm saying, burn, whatever, this is done.
Wait.
She could also
Which is
ask
another
how
thing.
important.
Wait. Hold tight. Let me rewind. Give context to tubes tied. Remember, she said she tried to get him tied, but they said you can't get him
He had to
tied
sign
without
off.
his signature.
He had to
Oh,
sign off.
no. If she need to have it to where, if we had this conversation, when we had this thing, we both sign off on this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I need your word on this. This is a non-negotiable. And I guarantee you he will go with that. We're going to have one more kid and then you can get your tubes tied.
I mean,
Because the only way he can get that kid out of you is if I'm getting the tubes tied.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I would
So
also
you got to
ask-
make it work in your favor.
I would also
That's
ask the husband, how important is it? Like, do you
To him,
really,
it's important.
Like, do you really want this kid, or do you just want it because you said you had a big family, you want a big family, whatever?
This is
something really important.
This is
Otis,
a
it is
childhood
important to
dream.
him. You know why?
Is this for him? Is this a deal breaker? If I have another child for you, will this be a deal breaker?
You know
or not?
why it is
She
for
needs
him?
to ask that question.
You know why it is? Because he said it right from the go, and then he made her come off her square. You know, most men don't make their woman come off squares like
That's
that.
a fact.
So for a man to make his woman, any man to make his woman come off of that type of square, something serious like that, he meant every word of that.
I feel it.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
know. I definitely feel it.
So with that, when she had that conversation with him, she need to have, hey, you gonna have that baby. That's just what it is. You gonna have to have that baby. That's just what. Hey,
You ain't gonna have
because y'all gonna always have. She don't. But that argument gonna turn into a bigger argument because that's his non-negotiable. I want a big family. You get what I'm saying? So you can come off this one last kid and tell him, hey, I am getting my tubes tied. We both signing off on this paper. This is the only way you getting this kid out of me. You get what I'm saying? So you can make it work in your favor the way you never have a kid again. But you're going to have to work that in there.
I mean, to me, that's the only way that she can go about it because
Yeah, that's the only way.
Y'all done gave her the advice on, you know what I'm saying, how this conversation should come about, and you know what I'm saying. She just said,
Hey, baby, I ain't telling you nothing wrong. You may not like it.
He's not bending, so like y'all need to come to an agreement. Like, hey, you know, either
all have
it's
to
this
know you're
kid.
not.
Like that's just like if I had a daughter, bro, and she was in her situation. First thing I would tell her is, you already folded. You already folded on what you wanted, right? Y'all 3 kids in and you only wanted 1. You had 2 extra ones. The man make 80-some thousand, 180-some thousand a year. He's a great man. The family love him. Everybody love him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want no more kids, you already came off your square. You gotta have this kid, but get your tubes out. Have that in the package. When you talk to him, hey, we can have this kid, but I'm doing this. And if if I can't do that, we not having this kid. Period.
I agree, disagree.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it go.
Well, on that note, man, we're going to move
But
on.
I feel it, though,
man,
100%. Don't get me wrong.
We up here talking in circles. Next one is from India. Patreon member.
Shout out to India.
What's happening? Who right? I want y'all to put in the comments who right at the bottom. I know y'all gonna do that anyway.
We definitely expect to spend that long with that question. But she said, "What's up, Krew? How do you feel when people say women are the prize? Does that give off beta simp energy, or do some men say it to pander in hopes of sex, and women say it to make themselves seem more important than they really are? Should it even be based on gender, but based on what a person provides and etc.? So, how do you feel when people say women are the prize?
They doing it just to get some sex, to be popular amongst women, that still don't get them no sex. Just real.
If women say that men are the prize,
No, people say women are the prize.
Men say women are the prize.
Yeah,
You know
she said, how do you feel about that statement? Do you feel like, and what are the reasons you feel like people say it for?
Men are the prize, dog. I don't care how you slice it. You know what I'm saying? Men are the prize. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't, men, when we goddamn making a lot of money, everybody's patting you on the back and all that type of stuff. And it's like, for women, that's like catching a dude in a needle in a haystack. That's like catching the biggest shark in the water, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting the blue moon. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
I mean, and we was just saying earlier, you know what I'm saying, on this part where there are way less qualified men for the qualified women.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at that ratio, I mean, it's...
So how are we not the prize? You know what I'm saying? How are great men not the prize when it ain't a lot of them out there?
Because we still have to ask for their hand in marriage.
We choose who we marry.
And so would that not make them the prize if we got to choose?
Huh?
If we are choosing our queen, our wife, would that not make them the prize because we the one choosing?
No, because she had to put all this work in to get that ring.
We gotta go after the women anyway. Women don't come. I mean, women go after men, but as far as it getting there, we have to go after the woman. Like,
exactly.
We essentially chasing them on the cool.
So in a way,
so would that not make them the prize?
But to have a good man, a great man, bro, we are the prize, bro. Like, you know how many women? You know how many women out here just suffering in silence? Don't want to say they man is trash, or don't want to leave their man because they 2-3 kids in. You know what I'm saying? They just feel like it's nothing else out there for them to have, so they stay with this trash ass dude. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then on the flip side of that, you know how many men have a woman that take them for granted? He do everything, and she damn near spit in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Can we both the prize? We both the prize.
Yeah, I would say how I feel about when people say that. I feel like it's one of two things. A lot of men are just happy to be there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily simp behavior. It's just that, you know, some men just not used to getting women, man. That's called what it is, man.
Some?
A lot.
Some of them not handsome enough.
Most.
Some of them don't have the mic mouthpiece.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Some of them know they got a small pistol. So
I mean, prize
shoot the small pistol.
Yeah, prize is all about leverage. Prize is all about leverage. The same way that we just said that, you know, it's way more qualified women than there are men. Very, very true. If you are one of those qualified men, right? But if you're not, it don't matter how many qualified women available. Don't none of them want you. And that's just real. That's just real. So I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like we both are the prize when you picking the right people. When I pick the right woman, she's just as much of a prize to this relationship as I am, right? But in general, if we talk about a single man that's of a certain caliber, he's gonna have way more options as far as serious options than that woman is. And that's just the reality of the situation. So scarcity makes him the prize alone. That's just what it is. Because, and another thing, how many women can underachieve and still get 20 chances from a man of that type of caliber? But let me ask that same question in reverse. How many men of that caliber can underachieve in terms of what he delivers, his effort, his energy, his time, underachieve, and still get 20 chances to make it right?
Cool.
All of them.
A lot.
So again, scarcity and leverage speaks to what the prize is. But again, when you meet the right person, y'all both are the prize. But until then, it's the man. Don't scarcity and leverage alone. Last one of the day. I can't even pronounce her name. Or his name. What'd that say? What'd that say?
Rich King.
Rich King. Okay, Rich King. Rich King, Patreon.
it's crack. Got one of them hood names,
Yeah, he left some letters out.
Oh, man, you know how I go. Boys had to use context clues. The last question was from India. Shout out to India. I can't remember if I shouted out or not.
Yeah.
But Rich King says, "What's up, Krew? Just wanted to see y'all perspective on something. So currently, I'm making good money at my job, living with my fiance, and we just had a beautiful baby girl. Congratulations. Just to give y'all a better idea of where we're at, I'm 24, she's 23. Recently, I decided that it's time to buckle down and really get on the grind. I'm trying to retire us before 30 and wanted to eliminate all distractions or at least things I felt distracted by in order to do that. I gave her a little bro my PS4, and that was kind of my getaway at the end of the day after work or studying or whatever, just as a stress reliever. So my question is, what are some productive quote-unquote getaways? Or should I say fuck that and just keep pushing through till I reach the goal I'm aiming at?
Hitting the gym. With some getaways?
Yeah,
hitting the gym. Yeah. Put you some music on, make your little playlist together. You ain't even got to go crazy. People think that you got to look like a bodybuilder and all this crazy shit when you in the gym. It ain't even that. Just get in there, break a little sweat. You feel good about yourself. You get your testosterone going. Like everything just, you in a better headspace, mentality, like all that after you get a good workout.
Find your hobby. You know what I'm saying? Find your hobby that make you a little bit of bread. You may like dogs. You know, my particular one, I like bullies. You know what I'm saying? So that's my hobby. That's what escapes me.
I would say podcasting and biking. You know what I'm saying? You get a bike, you just go for a ride around the neighborhood, listen to the Krew season, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And yeah, man, I mean, just it's just something that'll just keep you, you know what I'm saying, going.
You need something that's gonna get you out of them walls of your crib. Relaxing though. Something that you're not really working hard or something, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something that you just like doing. Like
a release.
Yeah.
Even if you want to read a book, go somewhere, get a park. Go to a park, read a book or some shit.
Don't do it in your crib though. You know what I'm saying? Even if you pick up a dog or something, go walk your dog somewhere, bring your dog to the park somewhere, get you out of them four walls of your crib. You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't feeling no pressure, like you completely free. You know what I'm saying? So it's just picking up them little things, man. But something outside of your house or your apartment.
Whatever you like. You like shit, bowling leagues. Yeah. They got all type of shit. You can go golfing.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go golfing, hit some swings.
Just get involved in something.
Yeah, whatever. Anything that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, for you though.
Yeah.
Like mine.
Only for you. Not for you and your partner. Something only for you.
Mine is actually is a hobby of mine that I picked up back when I was in middle school and high school. I used to just draw a lot. And I just, you know what I'm saying, just recently started drawing again. You know what I'm saying? Boy, still cold with it. But just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like
you saying it's under investigation.
some of my tattoos that I have is off of what I've, you know what I'm saying, drawn.
That's why he looked like that. No,
Wow.
That's my dog. That's my dog. I had to real quick. Started that real quick.
Anyways, like I was saying, you know what I'm saying, something productive for me is drawing. You know what I'm saying? Especially like once I start and I see the progress, it makes me want to finish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once I see the finish and you know what I'm saying, product, you know what I'm saying, I feel great as opposed to me, you know, participating in something and feeling with no energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm stressed out or anything like that. Like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I would say is just whatever makes you think the clearest. You know, everybody's different. Like we can give you 100 different things, but if you don't value any of them, then it's pointless. I think you got to look into yourself and figure out what it is that I would do for free for the rest of my life if I could, or if I was single and I just wanted to just, you know, kick back or whatever. I know you say you gave your video game up, but what else would it be? You know, for me, that it would be reading. Sometimes I wake up early in the morning and go to Topgolf, and just kind of, you know, swing the club. You know, drink me something, eat me something, just kind of just vibe out, you know, just for a couple hours just to get away from the monotony. You know, that's the thing about long-term relationships, man, is, you know, you got to keep finding ways to recharge that battery. If not, then you're going to grow a resentment for it. That's what, you know, Smooth was talking about, like make sure that it's for you. You only, not her, because women will try to do that too. They'll try to make your time our time. Nah, my time for me to go recharge my battery.
Me, babe. My time, and I mean by my time here, baby, I'm over here. I'll be over here for 2-3 hours.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
See you when I get back.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be hearing from her like that. You know what I'm saying? Only emergencies is when I need to be hearing from you when I'm in my space. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she got a space. You get what I'm saying? Because that's going to rejuvenate you when you get in the house and everything gonna be rolling steady, bro. For real, for real.
Yeah. So, again, just to repeat, man, just whatever makes you think the most clearly, and that, that isn't that stressful. Because, some things that we enjoy is kind of stressful. We competing or something, playing the game. Like the video game can be stressful. We gonna keep
Can't believe this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Blew a motherfucking layup. Always sitting in the fucking corner. God damn it.
But that's real.
But you releasing though. You
Right.
releasing.
When Smooth told homeboy to tell that baby in the back.
Shut the
Nigga wanted to reach through the screen on Smooth.
That boy gave me his address. Nigga say, what hood you from? I ain't never seen you around these parts. I don't know what hood he from. I'm shooting dice in your hood right now. You ain't out here. I don't see you. I'm stepping out right now. Boy, I used to get on their nerves, boy. Have a nigga wanting to shoot me for real.
That's real, dog. But yeah, man. However, whatever brings you the most peace, bro. That would be all, man. But on that note, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all boys. Shout out to our social medias, things of that nature.
So well, the Dawn.
The Dawn.
Now let me. It's on the S5.
They don't know about that.
They don't know about that. Y'all tap into the S5 as well. But So Well the Dawn on Instagram and Twitter. S5 podcast. Y'all go check that out.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. That's me.
So_fitness all platforms, man. Y'all know what it is.
SMUV __ the Dean is back. We got something special coming for Patreon, top Patreon people paying 20 above, right?
Yeah.
20 above Patreon people, you'll be getting a notification from us. Hell, you probably be getting it before you even hear this. You know what I'm saying? Like we need your feedback on something and we're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? But
Thanks.
Y'all get first dibs.
Only dibs.
Only dibs.
Only dibs.
Yeah.
That's there you go.
Yeah.
Only dibs.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. D-Trill AC everywhere, man. Y'all know where to find me. Make sure y'all following the Krew season pages. All of them. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Shout out to our Patreon.
Shout out to them.
But yeah, man, we appreciate the support, man. As always, Kenny will be back soon, bro. He just needed a little
Kenny
break.
Kawhi.
You know what I'm saying? To get back right, to get back in the space that he need to be, man. But bro will be back real soon.